Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? I'm Ian Douglas. I am the author of this website, Tech Interview Guide. Hello, hello. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to try and broadcast over to YouTube as well, but I think it locked up my system a minute ago. So we'll see. Hey, Carmen. Tradition of OBS, audio not working. I mean, hopefully the audio, I'm showing that the audio is working, so hopefully y'all can hear what's going on. All right, it looks like I'm live over at YouTube as well. So cool. If you're watching on YouTube, come out, hang over at Twitch. The link is in the description and the link is in the chat. Come hang out with us over here on Twitch. It'll be a little more interactive over there. But if you are watching on YouTube later on, hello, please like and subscribe, follow the channel, all that good stuff. I go live twice a week and I help people out with career advancement and interview preparation, all that good stuff. Carmen, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for hanging out for the giveaway tonight. Now it looks like the OBS chat is not working. What the heck? Why is chat not showing up? What? No, it's not hidden. It's just, oh, there it goes. All right. Hey, Bets. All right. So now chat's working. Bill491, good to see you as well. Thanks for the first time chat. Bill, I think you came over from Loyal Stream, so hello, hello. Cool. Well, let's dive in now that we got some of that kind of out of the way. Let's go over to this panel. All right, so here's our agenda for tonight. We are live. So we are live on YouTube. You can't stay super long. You're happy you made it. That's okay. You don't have to be present to win. If I draw your name, I will email you the details and we will have a conversation. So yeah, best of luck. But this is basically what we're going to go through tonight. We went live in a couple of minutes. I'm going to kind of go over a little bit of like, what is my stream all about? Because we had a whole bunch of new people follow recently, which is awesome. But I want to make sure that everybody knows what my channel is actually about and who I'm here to help, all that good stuff. And so I'm going to spend a couple of minutes on that and talk about the diversity and tech fundraiser that we have ongoing. And then we're going to talk about what the giveaway is all about. And then what I want to do is for transparency purposes, because people know that I like to be transparent about information. For example, we can do Bang Money over here, and you can go check out that webpage down in the bottom corner down there about how I make my money as a streamer and how I'm giving it all away. So I'm giving it away, all the money that I make as a streamer, but I'm also matching all that money as well. And that's going out to a good cause to raise diversity in tech. And so any bits, any subs, any gift subs, any donations is all 100% going into that. And then we'll have some fun with that at the end of the year. And then next year, we're going to start that counter all over again. I also do private resume reviews as well. And all of that money also goes into that pot. So if you ever want a resume review, feel free to go send it over to that link that just ended up in chat. Alrighty, so yeah, and then from there, what I want to do, because of transparency, I want to show everybody the software that I wrote for the giveaway and show everybody exactly how the giveaway is going to happen and how you kind of like, it's a raffle with tickets and how all the tickets are going to get drawn and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to be super transparent about that. A lot of people don't. They use like random software like Stream Elements and nobody ever knows how those things actually work. And a lot of people say they're rigged. And so I just want to be really transparent about how my giveaway is going to work. And so I'm actually going to walk you through and explain some of the software that I wrote. You don't have to understand Python to know like really what's going on, but I like to be transparent about what I do. And so I'll be walking everybody through that. Sorry, I just got to fix one of my lights here. And then once we do that, I'm going to close off the registration in about 40 minutes. And then I'm actually going to run some scripts that are going to go like pull down a bunch of data. I need to go get the last of the registrations. So if you still want to register, it's your last chance. My chatbot just reminded you over there, there's a form to go fill out. Your battery's low and you're on mobile, so be back later. No worries. Dusty Knuckles, good to see you as well. Oh yeah, sorry. So Dusty Knuckles did the Bang register. So just typing ! register does not register you for the giveaway. You actually have to go follow that link. Everybody can go follow that link, get in that registration form, because that's how you're going to get your tickets for the giveaway. I'm not scraping anybody's data. As soon as the giveaway is done, everybody knows I hate hanging on to data and I'm deleting all of it. Even from my email series, if you ever go subscribe to my email series, as soon as you get the last message in the series, it unsubscribes you. I don't want to hang on to anybody's information. In fact, all the winners or whoever gets selected from the raffle, I have to be careful about terminology. You are not winning. You are being selected for the giveaway. If you are selected and you give me your address, like I'm literally hanging onto that address long enough to print an address label and then I'm deleting it from my system. I don't want people's information. I don't want to be a target. I don't want you to be a target. I care a lot about your privacy. And so I don't hang on to information. I don't remarket to people. As soon as that email thing is over, you'll never get another email from me again unless you sign up again. All the good stuff. So anyway, Feisty Kitty, good to see you as well. Thanks for the follow. 16 days, 21 hours. So I just like to be really transparent about that. So we're going to go through the code, show you exactly how that's going to work. And then it does take a couple of minutes for the script to go through and like get all the information from Twitch. And then I'm going to go grab everything from the registration form, put that in another file. And then we're actually going to go do the giveaway. And the giveaways will take however long they take. So we got a bunch of stuff to give away. And Bets, thanks for sticking it out for 2 months, 3 days, and 23 hours. Appreciate all of that. Feisty Kitty, yeah, I'm just a big fan of transparency and integrity, and I am what you see. You get what you get. Like, what you see is what you get with me at face value. My kids will tell you, my wife will tell you, everybody who knows me in person will tell you what you see here on camera. This is exactly how I am. Same dorky sense of humor, teetering on the edge of introvert versus extrovert. Like, this is just who I am, and I'm here to help people out. And so my whole channel is all about helping people out. So what I want to do is I want to go through and talk a little bit about what Tech Interview Guide is and who I'm here to help out. So again, if you're watching over on YouTube, because I'm streaming live on YouTube as well, if you're watching on YouTube, please come hang out over on Twitch. You can see that link in the description. It's free to make an account over on Twitch and just hang out with us and chat. If you come over to Twitch, you will get to choose any prize that you are selected for. Again, you are not winning the giveaway. You are being selected for the giveaway. We're going to have some fun with that tonight. So what is Tech Interview Guide? Hey, Batu, good to see you as well. Meloruru. Considerably questionable. All right, good username there. Boss Chopster, good to see you as well. All right, so what is Tech Interview Guide? So I've been in the tech industry for a really long time. Now, the tech industry is kind of expanding into a lot of other industries where there is technology involved, whether it's programming or hardware or a combination of both, and a lot of web interfaced types of things like e-commerce websites, as well as all the communication, transportation of taking packets of data from one company, sending it to another company, back again, that sort of thing. And so the tech industry is pervasive in a good way. There's a lot of tech in a lot of other industries. It's not just like the tech industry anymore. But I've been in a technical industry of some kind for over 26 years. I've been an engineer all the way up through the ranks, all the way up to like a senior architect kind of level. And then I also went down the management track. I was an engineering manager. I was a director of engineering. I've had another director role since then. I currently do developer advocacy. I've done developer education for a number of years. And so I'm a big fan of like taking what I know and sharing that with other people. And that's why the whole catchphrase for this channel is share what you know and we all win. I'm a big believer in helping each other learn and grow and use what we can to help one another out. And that's exactly what this channel is. I'm here to help people out. Now, I get it. I'm a white dude. I'm a white dude in tech, and there's a lot of white dudes in tech. And sometimes people have a problem with white dudes in tech giving opinions and perspectives and things, and I get that. And that actually turns some people off. And so I don't want to be just another white guy in tech giving opinions and ideas. And so one of the things that I love to do on the stream is have other people on the stream with me. If you've been around the stream the last couple of sessions that we've done on Sundays and Thursdays, I've had guests on the show. We've basically got every Sunday booked through most of September, where I'm going to have another guest on the show. A bunch of times in August, we're going to have some guests on the show, as well as into September on Thursdays as well. So I stream Sunday morning and I stream Thursday night in US time zones. I'm going to have other people on the stream too, because I don't want it to just be my opinions about what it's like to be in the tech industry, or how to prepare for technical interviews, or how to build a resume, or how to negotiate when you get a job offer, all that kind of stuff. Now, all of that said, I was actually on Westery's stream. Some of you know Westery. Sarah's got a great stream as well. And Sarah was actually telling me that she subscribed to my daily email series, followed some of the tips in there. She's not even in the tech industry. And she's like, this stuff was helpful because I'm presenting from the interviewer's point of view. This is why we ask you this question. I don't teach you how to answer that question perfectly. I teach you why we ask that question. Like, why is that important to us? And how kind of from the very first email that you get in the series, it's all about like, how do you talk about the value that you bring to that company? And that starts right off with, tell me about yourself, which is probably the first question you're going to get anytime you talk to someone at a company. So I'm a big fan of just sharing what I know. I've been an interviewer for 15 years. I've been in the tech industry, like I said, for 26 years. I've got a lot of opinions. I've got a lot of ideas, and I've coached people to go get jobs at the biggest tech companies. Now, that said, I have never worked at a big tech company myself, like the big FANG companies like Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, because I choose not to. I used to want to, but the longer I've been in the tech industry, the more I realize that that's not what I'm going for. And so who I like to help are people that are coming out of code school, fresh out of university or college, trying to get that first job in tech. That's my target audience. That's the bulk of who tends to come by here. Now, that said, I'm a geeky dork like a lot of you. I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess that some of you are geeky dork nerds, not in a bad sense by any means. I also love 3D printing. I love Lego and so on. So I've got like a dragon back here that I 3D printed. I've got all kinds of Lego kits. I've got a 3D printed helmet from Loyal Moses over here. I got some dragons over here that we're going to be giving away tonight. I'm a big fan. I've got lots of hobbies. I tinker with Internet of Things, like all these lights that are controlled. You can do exclamation help, and you can see the commands like nanoleaf and gubby. If you want to control the lights back here behind me, have fun. The nanoleaf panels, the square panels here, they will cost channel points, but I try to give out those channel points pretty rapidly, so it shouldn't take too long to accrue those. And if you want to do the Govee lights, it's just exclamation point GOVEE. And then you can pick like one of these color samples. So you do like exclamation point Govee, like Boba Fett, and it'll set the color along the ceiling, which you can kind of see over here on the edge, as well as the one on the desk back here. It'll set both of those. Now, sometimes when you set the panels behind me, it'll also set those other ones as well. Anyway, so what the giveaway is basically celebrating is within the same week, back in early July this month, July 8th was my 1 year anniversary, and on the stream right before that happened, hey, thanks for the, was it Minty Green? Yeah, Minty Green, there we go. I also hit 1,000 followers. Now, a big, huge thank you to other channels that I've hung out in, especially Loyal Moses, for bringing a lot of people, a lot of followers over to the stream, and I appreciate that. A lot of what I try to do is provide my ideas and perspectives around being in the tech industry, but a lot of my advice, I'm starting to shift more into just generalized, how do you build a resume? How do you show that value to a company? How do you apply for a job? How do you research companies where you even want to apply for a job? Especially right now with the economy being what it is and a lot of people getting laid off, even from the tech industry. If you're looking to get into the tech industry, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help people out. I'm here to help people understand what it's like to get a job in the tech industry, even as an entry-level developer where you've only done a little bit of software. How do you even get that job? But at the same time, a lot of the advice that I give from being an interviewer, from being a manager, I can also help with ideas and perspectives about how do I deal with this kind of work situation and so on, and give you my ideas for it. There are timers on some of those commands, by the way, so you'll only be able to change the nanoleaf panels every 5 minutes, and I think Gubby's on a 60-second timer or something like that. So yeah, so if you do exclamation point register, which is the command that you see up here in the chat, if you go do bang register, it'll give you a link. You have to go follow that link and actually register. There's a form that you have to fill out that will ask for your, it'll ask you to log in with a Google account of some kind or some kind of email account. And that's just so we can have a conversation over email. If I need your shipping address, all that's going to happen over email. So I need your email address, and it's also like, what year were you born? Because I have to know that legally you're able to like enter into a contract of the giveaway and blah, 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 all that stuff. So go check out exclamation point register, go follow that link, go get in that form. We're going to close that off in about 25 minutes. And then from there, we're going to run the script and we're going to do a bunch of giveaways. So you can see down below here, we got a lot of stuff to give away. I meant to go actually get the physical book, Letters to a New Developer, but my friend Dan Moore, he lives not too far from me up in Boulder. He's only about 20-30 minutes away from me, wrote a really excellent book for people in the tech industry, things that he wished that he knew. He's got a whole blog series. You can go just Google Letters to a New Developer. I think it's letterstoanewdeveloper.com. And you can go order a copy of his book, but we're going to be giving away some copies of his book tonight. He was nice to donate one. I'm going to donate more if people want. And so we're going to be giving those away as giveaways. I've got some 3D printed dragons that we're going to give away. If anybody remembers the 3D dragon giveaway that we did in May, bets, I got some more of that dark sparkle filament. And so I've got a bunch more of these Imperial style dragons that I'm going to be giving away. And so this is just one of them. And it's a really nice dark rainbow filament, but it's got a really cool, like, really light blue, almost a cyan kind of sparkle in here. It won't pick up very well on the camera, but you might see some of the sparkle. You'll see more of the sparkle over here by my little finger, but there's a really cool, like, glittery sparkle effect in that filament. I also picked up another one, which is, well, this one's one of my favorites. It's a charcoal, rust, and gold. And then I've got another one, which is like 3 metallic colors. It's like a gold, a bronze, and a brass or something kind of mixed together. I've got the dark sparkle blue from Polymaker, and I've got a couple more printing right now. So those are going to be part of the giveaway. We're going to make that super exciting as well. So we're going to be giving away some dragons. I've got gift cards to give away. If Justin is around, say hi in chat for me, Justin. Breakcore 3D _ Justin has generously donated a $25 PrintedSolid gift card. Hype train incoming. What the heck? I don't remember the last time I had a hype train, so I appreciate that. Please know, please, for transparency, any gift, any subscription, any donation, any gift subs, all of that is going into a diversity in tech fundraiser. I keep $0 of this. In fact, all the money that comes in from this, I'm also matching out of my pocket. And we're giving all that money away at the end of the year to a registered 501(c)(3) charity, specifically with a mission of raising diversity in tech. So I appreciate the hype train. Let's keep that going. You're welcome to participate in that. But you do not need to be subscribed for the giveaway tonight. I want to be clear on that. Subscribing does not help your chances. You must follow the channel, but you do not need to be subscribed to the channel for the giveaway. So Justin gave us a $25 PrintedSolid gift card. I've also got a $25 gift card. We're going to give away a $100 gift card. And there's something behind this present over here that we're going to give away too. And so unfortunately, though, this one behind the present is going to be US only. But all this other stuff is going to go around the world. So the dragons are going to go around the world. The gift cards are going to go around the world. The books will go around the world. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun with that. So appreciate everybody hanging out. So what I want to do, again, for transparency reasons, I want to show you the code that I wrote. And I want to show and kind of talk you through like what I built, why I built it, and why I built the code the way that I did, because it does bias toward people who have followed me longer, because this whole giveaway celebration is to celebrate the fact that I've been streaming for a year, and folks like Carmen that you see over in chat have been following me for like 12 or 13 months on here. Caranto has been following me for like 13 months. Like there are a lot of folks. Zooey's been following me for like 9 or 10 months. There are a lot of folks that I really appreciate you hanging out in chat. You'll see little diamonds next to some of their names. That means I've flagged them as a VIP because you're awesome and you're amazing. But you also, because you're contributing to the community as well. We've got a small community over on Discord. So again, if you want some transparency, you can go over to Discord as well. You can go see that link in the chat. You're welcome to join our Discord if you like. We have discussions on there about interview prep and resume reviews and all that kind of stuff there as well. So yeah, the dragon, like basically everything you see down over on this side of the screen is going to go around the world. What's behind this box is going to be US only. And so part of that registration form that you're filling out for me, you're telling me what country that you're in, and we will communicate around, mailing address and things like that later on. So I do need you to be honest on that and don't say you live in the US when you don't, because if you don't live in the US, you don't get that big prize. So that's just the way it's going to be. Cool. Appreciate all the bits again. Appreciate that hype train up to level 2 already. We're halfway through level 2 time-wise. So while y'all are tinkering with the hype train, let's go over to this screen. And on this screen, so this is the giveaway that I'm going to run a little bit later, but I want to go over to this screen. Oops, where did my VS code go? Why can't I see my VS code? Where is my VS code? Okay, giveaway. There it is. All right, cool. So let's go take a look at the giveaway here. And then the other thing I want to go through, one of the things on the forum is like, what's the piece of advice that stood out to you most about being on the channel? And some of these were pretty funny, a lot about resumes and so on. Meliruru, Just Joe, considerably questionable Carmen, appreciate all the bits as well. And the gift subs as well. Meliruru, appreciate the gift subs. Pezla's resubscribed to tier 1, appreciate that. Feisty Kitty subscribed with Prime, that's awesome. Go spend Jeff Bezos' money. Cool, so I'll go through some of these a little bit later if we've got time, but here's the code. So if you don't know Python, that's okay. I'm gonna go and kind of explain a lot of this in very high level simplistic terms, just so you kind of know what's going on. This is a function, and this is just printing out who the winner is and what your odds of winning were. And so that's just you know, kind of going through and figuring out, am I using daily entries or monthly entries, and then printing out the information. From here, I'm going to go open a file, and this is where all of the entries are going to be copied over to. And the entries over here, basically just your Twitch username, as well as, let me zoom in on this a little bit. It's going to be your Twitch username, and it's also going to be the country that you told me that you were in that form. And so I'm going through and I'm splitting. If you're also in the US, then I'm making sure that you're added to a US only giveaway for that major giveaway at the end. And then I'm connecting to a database. Now I have a database set up where I'm going to go run a script. Once we close the registration, I'm going to go run a script. And this is going to go scrape a whole bunch of information from Twitch, and this takes a couple of minutes to run, but it's basically going to go get a list of everybody that's following. So all 1,051 of you, it's got to go get information about all of you. So that takes a minute. And then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, go get all of those users that are now in my database. Go get a list of all those users. And this is where we start setting up how many entries everybody gets. Now, I purposely wanted to bias the giveaway and the number of raffle tickets that you get based on how long you've been following me and whether you've got a big audience here on Twitch. Sweet, complete at level 2. Appreciate that, everybody. Thank you so much for the... oh, wait. Got a whole bunch of gift subs. Sweet. Did we get through level 2? Or did we end at level 2? Looks like we ended at level 2 with 3 subs, 530 bits. That's awesome. I'm not a data rancher at all. No. So DFrizel, I did say at the beginning of the stream, as soon as this is over, I dump all this data. So this data is literally just long enough for the giveaway, and then I literally erase all of this stuff off my system. I don't want this data. I don't want to be a target for hackers and people trying to get into my system to get this information. So as soon as this giveaway is over, it's gone. I'm erasing all of it, even the Google form that you're filling out if you do !register, all of that's going away. I promise. Like, I don't keep any of that data. So based on how many followers you have, if you've got a really, really big audience, because I got a couple of people that follow me on Twitch that have like 10 to 20,000 followers of their own on Twitch, they're not my target audience. Let's be honest. You're not my target audience. I love you, and I appreciate your following me, and I appreciate the raids that come over from those gigantic channels, but you're not my target audience. My target audience sits down around here, and so the fewer followers you have on Twitch, the more raffle tickets you're going to get. And that's on purpose. The other thing that I do then is I figure out how many months have you been following me for, how many days have you been following me for, and I give you extra tickets based on that. And so for every month that you've been a follower, minimum of 1 month, because a bunch of you just followed me today, so you're going to get at least 1 raffle ticket. But the more months that you have followed me here on Twitch, the more raffle tickets you're going to get. Because again, I appreciate all of you that have been following me and helped me get to the 1-year anniversary and helped me get to 1,000 followers. From here, we're basically going through, if you've followed me like really recently, I'm going to lock you at 5 entries, because, you know, just for transparency's sake, when you do a giveaway on Twitch, a lot of people show up for the giveaway, and if they don't win, they bail, they stop following you. No offense, you're also not my target audience. My target audience is here to learn about career advancement and to get help with interviews and to help with jobs. And so if you are a really, really recent follower, you're going to get locked at only a couple of entries. From here, I'm basically just going to print out some stats on like how many entries did we get. And then I'm basically putting everybody in sort of these lists from here of all the daily entries. So everybody is going to get daily tickets and monthly tickets. And you're going to have 2 different values. And I'll show you what this looks like when we run the script. You're going to get daily tickets and monthly tickets. Some of the giveaways are monthly. So the dragons, the book, the gift cards, the $25 gift cards are going to be monthly giveaways, which means everybody's got a pretty even chance of getting some of those things. The $100 giveaway and the big major giveaway are going to use the daily tickets, and so the longer you've been following me, the more likely you're going to win that. But it's all random, so I'm about to show you that. So I go through, I dump out a bunch of stats here, dump out a bunch of stats, and then I randomly shuffle these. And so this is just a shuffle. So basically it's putting your name in a pot once for every entry that you get. So if I've got 10 tickets, my name is in there 10 times, and then it's going to shuffle that up. So if you think of like those big bingo spinner kind of things, your name's going on a piece of paper, but it's going on like 100 pieces of paper, and then it's like spinning all that around and shuffling it all up. So I shuffle up both the daily entries and the monthly entries. And then also people that entered who registered but actually weren't followers. Because some of you, if you're not following the channel, but you're like doing ! Register up here and you're following it, if you're not a follower of the channel, you're not going to win. So if you're filling out that registration form, you also better follow the channel. Otherwise, it's going to exclude you from here. And then from here, we're going into the giveaway. So I'm going to say, okay, 5 dragons. This is what we're going to do. We're going to draw 5 of them. It's going to randomly pick from the monthly entries. And here's the neat thing about how I do giveaways. You're going to have a chance to refuse the prize to stay in the giveaway for something better later. So we have a bit of strategery going on here. So here's the thing. You can say, you know what? I don't want a dragon. I want to stay in the drawing for like one of those gift cards or something later on. Once you win a prize, you're done. You won't win any more prizes, by the way. Because once you win, you get put into this winners list, and you are not going to be re-chosen as a winner. So one of the things that I'm doing in here is if your entry is randomly chosen and you're already in that winner list, it's going to say, sorry, I'm redrawing because that person was already drawn as a winner. Now, you can decide that you don't want one of the giveaway gifts. Okay, so the first drawing that we're going to do are for the dragons. Okay, it's a 3D printed dragon. It's only a couple of bucks worth of plastic, right? But I'm shipping them around the world. That shipping is going to cost me anywhere from $6 to $40 to ship them around the world. But here's the thing. One of those boxes is going to have an envelope in that box. I'm not going to know which box has this envelope. In fact, I'm not going to know which box has which color of dragon. So you won't even get to choose. Do you want the rusty one? Do you want the rainbow glittery one? Like, you're going to get a random dragon. One of those boxes is going to have an envelope. This envelope is going to have cash money. I'm going to put some cash, some USD dollars in this envelope. I'm going to write on the front of the envelope how many USD dollars are going to be in this envelope, and that's going in a box with one of the dragons. I'm not going to know which one, because guess what? I'm going to get one of my kids to put it in the box, and then my kids are going to seal up the boxes. I'm not going to have any idea. I'm going to let them do that, like, over there. They're just, not right now, but like, because I got to get the cash and stuff, but you're going to have some cash money in one of the boxes. So one of you is going to get a surprise. So you can choose up here to say, nah, I don't want a dragon. You're going to miss out potentially on some cash money. Plot thickens, huh? Plot thickens. So this is what we're going to do. So you can take a dragon, get a dragon, maybe some cash, or you can say, nah, I want to stay in the drawing. And so we will redraw. And if you are one of the redraw people, you can also choose like, no, I don't want a dragon either. I want to stay in. We're going to cap it at some point and say, all right, enough is enough, because I don't want to be here all night redrawing because nobody wants a dragon. 5 of you are going to get a dragon. One of those 5 are going to get some cash with that dragon. These dragons are going to go around the world. So wherever you are in the world, I'm going to ship this to you. I'm going to email you based on that registration form that you're filling out for me. I'm going to email you at that email address. And so if your email address doesn't work, you also don't win. And I will redraw from a random selection later on. So that's the other thing too. If I can't get in touch with you, or if you say you live in the US and you really don't, then I'm just going to go randomly redraw, and I'm going to contact someone else and say, hey, you were randomly chosen. Congrats. You're going to get that prize instead. So yeah, one of you is going to get cha-ching, but I'm not going to tell you which one because I won't know. I can't even influence that because my kids are going to do it. So that's the dragon giveaway. Once the dragon giveaway is done, so this is the reroll, by the way. The reroll is going to come in and say, does anybody want to reroll? How many people want to reroll? Let's go pick some new names. And if you reroll, you get removed from that winners list because now you're going to go back in the running. All right. And then we're going to go on to the next one. The next one is going to be for the $25 gift card, the $25 PrintedSolid gift card, or Dan Moore's book, and you get to pick which one of those you want. Now, if you are brand new in tech, I really suggest Dan Moore's book. I really do. letterstoaNewDeveloper.com. You can go check it out. You can also follow Dan on the Twitters. He is at twitter.com, MooreDS. Please go give Dan a follow up here. twitter.com/moreds. He tweets a lot of stuff really relevant to the tech industry and being in the tech industry and learning and all that kind of stuff. You can go check Dan out on Twitter. Please give him a follow. He wrote an amazing book. He had other people like write these little mini essays. He also blogs on a regular basis at that site, letterstoaNewDeveloper.com. So if you are in the tech industry, if you're looking to get a start in the tech industry, I really recommend Dan's book over the gift cards. Now, if you're into 3D printing, we've got this $25 PrintedSolid gift card. Okay, and that, again, that one was donated by Brecor 3D Justin, and Justin, I really appreciate your donation for that. And then Amish Gnome, good to see you on that. Oh, you got the new job, dude! That's amazing. That's great. Congrats. This is what we're all about. We're all about helping each other out and like celebrate with one another for getting those jobs. So blinky lights for. All right, well let's do some cheers instead. So some cheers for Amish Gnome. Congrats on that. So yeah, so let's dive back in here. So then we've got the gift cards. So that was the dragons, and then we got the gift cards. And then from there, we're going to switch over to using the daily entries. So again, I was talking about like you get one entry for every month that you're following me. You're also going to get an entry for every day that you've been following me. So the longer you've been following me, the more tickets you're going to have for the raffle. So we're going to switch over to the daily entries for that $100 US dollar gift card. So again, wherever you are in the world, I'm going to get you like a Visa gift card or an Amazon gift card, or if you just want PayPal, that's fine too. Same thing with the $25 gift card up here. If you're in the US, I can offer you a Visa gift card, or if you're somewhere else in the world, I'll PayPal you 25 bucks, and I'll contact you over the email address that you're registering over here. So again, bang, register. If you want that form, this is your last chance because we're closing this thing off in about 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes. We're going to close that giveaway. So you only got about 15 minutes or so to fill out this form if you want to get in the giveaway here. The $25 gift card, I'll PayPal you the money if you would prefer to have PayPal. So then we got the $100 giveaway, and then again, that person can choose to not accept the $100 giveaway if they really want to stay in. So here's the strategy. If you are in the United States, you are eligible for the really major prize at the end. So if you win an earlier prize, you will not win this big prize. So you're gonna have to figure this out. Like if you get drawn for that $100 gift card, you could say no and still get in the big giveaway over here. And so we'll go through like what the prizes are again here in a minute. But yeah, you're gonna get to choose whether or not you want that prize. And if you don't want the prize, that's fine. We'll draw another name. We'll keep drawing names until someone says, yep, I'll take that $100 or whatever. Okay. And then from there, if you really don't want the gift, you can choose to re-roll, and that's fine. And we'll re-roll and we'll draw someone else's name. And that's my giveaway. So again, I just like being super transparent about how I do this stuff. So there's the code. I just walked everybody through all the code. This is how you're getting all your raffle tickets based on the amount of time that you've spent following me, based on your audience size here on Twitch. So if you're a streamer on Twitch and you got a huge audience, sorry, not sorry, but you're getting fewer tickets in the raffle because you're not my target audience. That's just how I run things. So there's my transparency. Yeah, cool. All right, so that's the code. So what this is going to look like when this actually goes and runs. Now this is not actually running the code, but this is basically what it's going to show you over here as far as like how many entries everybody has. So this isn't complete, by the way, because I still have to go grab like all those other entries. But like as an example, let's go look at Brecor 3D Justin, who donated that PrintedSolid gift card. Justin has been following me for a really long time, and so he has 772 daily tickets and 22 monthly tickets, because the 22 monthly tickets came from following me for a year, plus he's got very few followers on Twitch, and so it gives him additional tickets as well. So if we go back to the code and look at what happened with Justin here, Justin had a very few number of followers, and so Justin is falling somewhere in here where he had fewer than 50 followers, and so he's getting an additional 10 monthly tickets. Okay, so the smaller your follower list is on Twitch, the more entries that you're going to get. Because again, my target audience are people that are coming for the advice, and not necessarily streamers and like trying to build up audience and stuff like that. So that's where we're at. So Hey, Justin, thanks for dropping by. So Justin just showed up in chat. So Justin, again, really appreciate the $25 PrintedSolid gift card. So let's go back over and chat about those prizes again. So here's our list of prizes. We got Letters to a New Developer, which I highly, highly recommend if you're brand new in tech or if you're thinking about getting into tech. This is a list of essays that Dan and others have written, and Dan has curated this and asked other people to write these little essays for this book. And it's basically going through everything they wish they knew when they were getting into the tech industry. It's a couple of years old, but it's still highly relevant. If you're new in tech or thinking about getting into tech, I recommend that book. When we get to that part of the giveaway, you'll get to choose whether you want the book or whether you want the $25 gift card or PayPal, or whether you want the $25 PrintedSolid gift card from Justin, who you see over in chat over there. So appreciate that. Also, if you are a subscriber to the channel, please DM me on Twitch, because I want to 3D print a logo or something for you up here. I owe some of you logos. Free Heathen, for example, sent me a logo. I haven't printed it yet. I apologize for that. But I've also been trying to get a hold of a Maker Deck logo that is silhouette worthy, that can actually hang on the lights, that isn't going to block the entire light panel. So if someone can help me out and get me one of those. I think I've got like 2 or 3 of those that people have asked to print and hang up on these lights. And I'm just 3D printing those. They're hanging on little transparent hooks, and they just hang on there. So I can move them around, and I can take them off when I'm live streaming for work and stuff like that. So if you are a subscriber, or if you are buying other people gift subs, you get a panel up here. So I really want to 3D print something for you and hang it up here on the panel as a thank you for those that support me on a regular basis, because I've got a handful of regular subscribers, and I truly appreciate that. Again, I'm not keeping a penny of that money. All of that money is going into a diversity in tech fundraiser, and we're giving all that money away at the end of the year. That fundraiser is also going to kick off like another big giveaway, probably for the month of October. We haven't yet decided what that's going to be. It's going to be some kind of 3D printed thing. It's going to be something flat. It won't be like a big model like the dragons, but it'll probably be something relatively small and flat that we can actually mail out in like padded envelopes or something like that. That giveaway is going to happen in October, but again, as a fundraiser to really bolster that diversity in tech fundraiser as well. And then whatever money comes in, I'm matching all of that money, and then we're going to give that away. In January, we're going to reset everything. We're going to start all over again. And the reason I'm resetting in January is because my employer is going to match that money up to $1,500. So however much we raise over the course of next year, my employer is going to kick in another $1,500. So again, for transparency, the money that we raised in the month of May, most of it was raised in the month of May alone. I matched, and I topped up a little bit just so we'd end at a round number of $3,500, and then my employer kicked in $1,500, and we gave away $5,000 to a diversity in tech fundraiser. Zooey dropping the gift subs. Thank you, Zooey. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for all the gift subs. Cool. We got Tiffany in there. We got Belinda in there. Belinda was in the thing. Gift sub for Justin. Appreciate that. Trash Deb. Trash Dev has a very interesting channel. If you don't mind some cussing and some foul language and stuff, Trash Dev has a pretty entertaining feed here on Twitch as well. Zooey, appreciate the gift subs. Thank you so much for that. That's just had someone design a logo. Perfect. That's great. Yeah, if you want to slap some dragon stickers on the screen too, those are free. Feel free to scroll down into the About section, and you can grab those dragon stickers too. Sweet deal. Well, thank you, Zooey, for that, and for everyone else that was in the hype train earlier. Appreciate all of that. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, so that was the code. We've already talked about what the channel's all about, who I'm here to help. We did the code review to show you transparency about like how I'm about to do the thing. So we got about 5 minutes before that registration closed. So last chance over here, exclamation point register, or bang register as we might say in coding. Do that over in chat. It's going to give you a URL. Go follow that URL. There's a form to go fill out. You got a couple of minutes to do it. Once we close it, it's closed. This is not the giveaway that I did in May where I'm like, oh yeah, let's just reopen it. Nope, once it's closed, it's closed. So we're going to close that sharp at 45 minutes to the hour. So you got 5 minutes and change to go hit that exclamation point register and get your registration. It was a loyal Moses length of explanation. Come on, it wasn't that bad. At least I didn't go off on too many scroll tangents, right? Love what you're doing with the profits. That's amazing. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not here to make money. I've been in the tech industry long enough. I've made my money. I've got the retirement fund set up. I'm just here to help people out. And so I'm here to help with ideas and perspectives. I'm not here to make money. In fact, when I started streaming a year ago, I kept telling people, like, don't subscribe to my channel. I'm not here to make money. I'm just here to give all this stuff away for free. No ads on my website. There's no ads in any of the emails. I don't promote anything other than my own stuff. I don't promote other people's products or anything like that. Again, transparency reasons. You can do exclamation point money. You can go to a web page. You can see all the money I make as a streamer. I haven't updated it for a couple of days, but I try and go in there at least once or twice a week, update that, push the new web page up to the website, so that people can see how I'm making the money and what I'm matching. And I'm still looking for who to donate this next chunk of money to. So if anybody knows a 501c charity who have been around for a couple of years, who are in a primary mission of increasing diversity in tech, please send me a whisper, let me know, or connect with me on any of the socials. I'm on LinkedIn and Twitter, also as Ian Douglas 736. You can connect with me on those platforms as well, or if you just want to chat offline. I actually also have a way, if you ever want to ask a question on the stream anonymously, you can send a whisper over to my chat bot, and that's going to show up in my chat as an anonymous question. So if you ever want to ask a career-related question that you're like, I don't want to sound silly and put my name on it, you can send it over to the bot in a whisper, and it'll show up in chat. Now, if you abuse it, I've got a way of seeing who you are. So please don't abuse it. I'm pretty lenient about people posting links and stuff like that on my channel, but if you get abusive, I will out you. So don't do that. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. Again, if you want to control the Nanoleaf panels, you can see Zooey just pulled up the list of effects. I think Zooey's going to try to pick one and redeem some channel points for that. But the Govee lights, you can still control those with exclamation point GOVEE. That's just the brand name. So you can do exclamation point Govee, and you'll see the different light sequences or whatever that you can set on there. I'm trying to figure out how to connect with those over Bluetooth off my computer so I can control all the different lighting effects over Bluetooth. But turns out Bluetooth is a lot trickier than doing the other stuff. So Zooey, to set it to Boba Fett, you actually have to redeem channel points, and it'll ask you there for the name, and that's where you type in Boba Fett. You're curious about the Govee lights? The Govee lights are actually pretty handy. You can control them over a web API. So for example, I can do Govee like cyan pink, and I can set the different colors to like pink and cyan on those. Oops, I typed it in wrong, so it didn't pick the right one. But I can do pink, and it should do cyan and pink. There we go. So that's just controlled over a web API, but there's a lot more control that you can do over Bluetooth. And so if you use the phone app, you can do a whole lot more over the phone app because it's connecting over Bluetooth. All right, we're wrapping up the giveaway. You got a minute and change left. So last call for registrations, exclamation point register. Go fill out that form. You've got less than a minute. And then I'm going to go over to Google and I'm going to shut down responses on that form. So if you do not fill out that form, you are out of luck. So I'm going to go find that form because I got to get ready to actually shut that thing down. So while you are all scrambling to fill that in, I'm going to go get ready to shut off the registration for that. So go do the thing. And also, if you do fill out that form, you do need to be a follower of the channel because it does cross-check all of that. How did I print those characters on the Nanoleaf? So good question. I'll grab one. So this one was for Meliruru. Meliruru wanted an Iron Man, so I just found a silhouette, and then I printed these little transparent plastic hooks on the 3D printers, so they just hang on there. And they're just like a little tiny hook on there. You can't really, you can see it a little bit better that way. There's like a little tiny hook on the edge, and it just hooks over the light and hangs on there. All right, Zooey figured out the lights. Good job. All right, we have 91 responses. That's sweet. We got almost 50 people in chat. 91 responses on the form, and it is almost time. You have mere moments, and then I'm going to shut off accepting responses on this. You want to know how much money is going to be in the envelope? It's a secret. It'll be more than $1. It'll be more than $5. In fact, it'll be more than $20. That's all I'm going to tell you. So yeah, so if you get drawn for one of the dragons is going to have an envelope in here, but you can choose not to accept a prize to like stay in the giveaway for other prizes. Put a Mega Million ticket in there? Heck no. Thing's worth $1 billion, you crazy? All right, we are at time. So I'm about to close. I haven't seen any new responses come in, so we are closed. All right, so I'm going to go back over to this screen, and I'm going to go over to this screen. And I'm going to go run this main script. The main.python script is just the one that goes over to Twitch and it grabs like all y'all's information. Again, all it's grabbing is your username and how many followers you have. And once this giveaway is done, I dump this whole database. And so this is just going out and it's grabbing my entire list of followers, and it's grabbing how many followers you have on Twitch, and it's just putting that in a database table, and then we're going to cross-check all of that. So while that's running, I'm going to go back over here to my code editor, because over here I have this entries.csv file, and this is all of those entries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab all of those entries. Dang, we got people from all over the world. Check this out. We got a ton of people in the States. We got Argentina. We got Norway. We got Spain. We got Canada. We got Sweden. We got Belgium. We got India. We got Mexico. Another one from Norway. We got people in Ireland, and another one from India. We got people all over the world in this giveaway. So again, a lot of the gifts, and I'm going to show you this again just for transparency reasons. So I'm just pasting that in. We had 91 entries, so you got a pretty good chance of getting in the giveaway here. So keep an eye on that one over here, but let's go back over to the giveaway so we can explain who's getting what. So the first thing that we're going to draw for are the dragons, and these are 3D printed dragons. Now the Imperial style dragon, this was made by Flexi Factory, if I recall. It will stand up on its own, so you can kind of pose if you've got steadier hands than me. I went ziplining today, so my back and my shoulder are a little out of whack. But the Imperial dragon will sit up on his own. And they're quite long. They're like 27 inches long. They're pretty big. And these are going to go anywhere in the world. Now, again, I'm printing these in various colors, including this awesome dark rainbow sparkly kind of filament as well. This one's really cool. It's got a yellow tummy and kind of a blue purple on top. The other one started with that blue purple, and I think it's going to end on like a green and then back into the yellow. And so those are going to get sent out probably Monday morning, because I may not make it to the post office Saturday morning. But if I can make it to the post office Saturday morning, they're going to get mailed out Saturday. Those dragons are going anywhere in the world. The book, anywhere in the world. The $25 gift cards, anywhere in the world. The $100 gift card, anywhere in the world. What's behind door number 2 over here? US only. So I appreciate all of you filling out the thing. So yeah, we went ziplining today, and it was crazy fun. Had a really good time with that. What brand of filament is the dark rainbow? It's an amylin filament. I forget what it's called. It's just like, it's a rainbow filament that you can find on Amazon. I want to say it's like 35 bucks a spool. Really, really popular. I did a bunch of the dragons in that in May, and they were like some of the first ones out the door. So between that and the pink, what was the pink one from Polymaker? The Silk Magenta. That was another big popular one. Zooey got one of those. Sweet. All right, so catching up on chat here. I'm sorry. I'm usually like paying a lot more attention to chat, but I got a lot to say tonight. Big thing to say is just thank you to everybody. I appreciate you helping build this community. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. So I appreciate your patience with me as I went through shoulder surgery a year ago, but also just for coming by and offering resumes to do resume reviews online. I also do private resume reviews as well, but just for asking questions and being here to support one another. Huge thank you to all of you for being a part of that. For those that were part of the May giveaway and helping raise that money for the diversity in tech, that was huge. That was so heartwarming for me to be able to literally give somebody that money. Because when I emailed that company, I said, hey, we might raise about $2,000. I was expecting the community to maybe come in at 1,000, and I'm like, I'm gonna match that, so we'll get maybe 2,000. And I'm like, we're gonna be somewhere around $2,000. They're like, that'd be amazing. So I arranged to meet them because I was gonna be in San Francisco anyway. And they showed up, and I'm like, by the way, we went a little bigger than that. My community alone raised almost 2,000. I'm matching that, and my employer's doing a partial match on that. So you're not getting almost 2,000, you're getting exactly $5,000. And her jaw just about hit the table. And she's like, what? So it like really threw them for a surprise, and they were super grateful for that. So the way that their organization works is they pay students to take their program, and they pay them a stipend of $400 a month. So that $5,000 is directly going to paying the students to enroll in their program to help increase diversity in tech. And these are brand new students that are fresh coming out of high school that want to pursue an opportunity in the tech industry, and y'all made that happen. So I wanted to really celebrate all of you tonight with this giveaway. So I appreciate that so much. I help build other communities too. Yeah, I spend a lot of time in 3D printing communities and helping the. So yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Feel free to message me. Oh, yep, cool. All right, sweet. Don't know if PrintedSolid gift cards are good outside the U.S. and Canada. That's a good point, Justin. So so we'll let, I mean, whoever gets drawn for the raffle, they get to pick. So if you're in the US or Canada, feel free to pick that PrintedSolid gift card if you want, if you're into 3D printing. PrintedSolid has some really nice filaments as well. One of my favorites that I did the dragons in is called Vanilla Bean Ice Cream, and it's a nice marble filament. So yeah, Justin, I really appreciate the gift card there. All right, well, let's go see how our script is doing. Our script is done and ready to go. So we're gonna start with the dragons. So remember all of this, because we're about to get into it here. So we're gonna go back over to this screen, and these are the final counts of everybody and how many tickets that you all got. So it finished scraping all this information about all of you. It's sitting in a database, and as soon as this is over, I'm dumping that whole database. But everybody's got tickets, and everybody's ready to go. Total followers, 1,052. We had 91 survey entries. 72 of you are in the US, so 72 of you are eligible for that giant giveaway at the end. Total number of tickets, 16,000 daily tickets. So given how many tickets that you all get from here, I'll print out the percentage of like what your chance was of being selected for the giveaway. 1,000 monthly entries. So if, you know, a lot of folks are getting like somewhere between like 10 to 20 monthly entries. There's only 1,000 of those total entries, so you got a pretty good shot of winning those monthly selections, which are the dragon, the book, and the $25 gift cards. So yeah, so this will kind of give you an idea of some of your odds, but here we go with the giveaway. All right, the 3D printed dragons. So if you are in chat, you have the opportunity to say no thank you, but keep in mind, one of those dragons is getting a little something in that box with the dragon. So let me zoom in on this so that y'all can see it a little better. So Carmen, you won a dragon, if you're still in chat. Triclaw, I know you're in chat. I saw you a second ago. Fool, I'm pretty sure you're in chat because you like to hang out with us. You don't see your name there. That's okay. That just means you're still in the drawing for something else. So I will read the names. Sleabrisk from the USA, we have Fool Snable from Norway, we have Triclaw from the USA, we have Carmen from the USA, and we have Lil Freezy also from the USA. You have all won a dragon. If any one of you would like to redraw, now's the time to tell me. What's up, GBav? Good to have you. Folks, go give GBav a follow as well. GBav is a huge video game nut on here. If you like games like Fortnite and Fall Guy and stuff like that, GBav is really entertaining. He's based in the San Diego area, and super fun guy to go watch as well. So one of those dragon winners is getting a little something in that box. So are any of our dragon winners in chat that want to opt out of getting a dragon? Now's the time to speak up. So Sleabrisk, if you are in chat, if you want to re-roll and give the dragon to someone else, now's your time. What's up, Blood on Time? Thanks for dropping by as well. Fool Snable, Triclaw. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, but folks can help me out here too. RC Maniac's back. PrintedSolid does ship to Canada. Cool. The script is custom written, RC Maniac. I wrote it all myself, and we did a code walkthrough a little bit earlier just for transparency reasons, just to show how I do what I do. All right, so nobody is currently telling me in chat that they would like to redraw. If they aren't here, they're getting a dragon. So you only get a chance to not take the prize if you're here in chat. And that's one of the things that I said. If you're here in chat, you're going to get to choose your prize. If you're not here, you get the prize. But you don't have to be here in order to win. I've been really clear on that. These people are winning dragons. Triclaw, considering my luck, while I'd love to re-roll for door number 3, I think I'll stick with the dragon. All right, Triclaw, that's awesome. All right, well, let me go make a note of these names. I need to drag this window over here for a sec. And let me go sort this data alphabetically. And then I'm going to make a note over here that they get a dragon. Fool Snable gets a dragon. Where are you, Fool Snable? There you are. Triclaw gets a dragon. Carmen gets a dragon. And Lil Freezy gets a dragon. Awesome. All right. So that was the first one. That was our first giveaway. So Triclaw, good on you for taking the odds on that one. So we are not going to re-roll on this one. So those 5 dragons are given away. One of those dragons is going to get a little something in the box a little later on. So congrats to those folks. Next up are those the book, the $25 US dollar gift card or PayPal, or the $25 PrintedSolid gift card. And here are the winners. And again, you can opt out. Again, though, if you are new in tech or you're getting into tech or thinking about getting into tech, I really do recommend Dan Moore's book. Can you go see if you can find a book on my bookshelf around the corner here called Letters to a New Developer? Thanks. Daddy Wazzy, Abilene French, and Master Firewall. You are the winners. So if any of you are currently here, Daddy Wazzy, I think I saw you in chat earlier. So Daddy Wazzy, if you're here, I think you get to choose. Abilene French probably won't be choosing because India is about 10.5 hours behind me, which means it's 7:30 a.m. Friday morning over there. So I don't know that Abilene French is going to be around. Master Firewall, if you happen to be in chat, let me know. You are going to get to choose which of these gifts. Otherwise, I'm going to contact them via email and say, you won. Which of these things do you want? If you can't find the book, that's okay, bud. Kantabezwa, India. Looks like a Microsoft guy. Nope. Abilene is not a guy, for starters, that I know of. Oh, you did find it. Awesome. So here's that book, Letters to a New Developer. One of my ambitions is to actually remember to bring this book with me the next time I see Dan in person, because I want Dan to autograph this book for me. But it's a really, really, really good book. I really recommend it if you are getting into tech or thinking about getting into tech. Letters2newdeveloper.com. You can get a copy of the book. Or if you're in a position where you can't afford the book, reach out to me, reach out to Dan on Twitter. We'll get you a copy. All right. Hydrate. Appreciate that. Thank you. She will show up in Perilla's stream if she's around. Yeah, cool. If you can, yeah, let me know if anybody sees Abilene French on any other channel. But we don't want to wait too long because we got a bunch of other giveaways to do. She's not around? Okay, cool. Well, we will move on. So let me go make a quick note of these winners. So Daddy Wazzy. $25 gift card, as well as Abilene French, as well as Master Firewall. And Master Firewall, we did a whole bunch of resume reviews for them. All right, sweet. No rerolls on that one. All right, so those are the monthly entries. So everybody had a pretty equal chance on that one. Now we're going to switch over to the daily entries, and we're going to draw for the $100 prize. All right, the $100 USD dollars. So again, if you're in the United States, you'll get the choice between, like, if you want like Amazon or, you know, like any major retailer like Target, Walmart, things like that. If you're outside of the US, I can maybe do a Visa, like an international Visa gift card, but PayPal is probably going to be a little bit easier. So I'll email you at the email address that you sent in the registration form. I will email you and find out your PayPal email address or Vimeo, and we'll go from there. So ready? Here we go. I hope you win something too, Bets. All right, winner of the $100 giveaway.
Hey!
Oh, the blinky lights hit it for us for a second. Let's try that again. Zooey, you have the opportunity. You have been selected for a $100 gift card, but Zooey can choose not to because Zooey's in the USA, and Zooey would then be eligible for that grand prize at the end. So Zooey, I'm pretty sure you're in chat from earlier. So Zooey, you have the option of taking the $100 prize, or we can give the prize to someone else and you can stay in the drawing for the giveaway, for the grand giveaway. So Zooey's in chat, so we'll give Zooey a moment to think about that. I meant to get like the Jeopardy song on there. All right, Zooey. We won't pressure you, but people are waiting. So I met Zooey through Prime Academy. Zooey is a code school student, and I did a talk for his school and gave a talk. I think it was on like resume. I think it was a resume workshop, or was it just like general interview prep? I forget, Zooey. You want to go with the mystery door? Ooh. All right, so we're gonna re-roll here. So Zooey wants to re-roll. So Tangible Studio was a follower for about 2 months. Tangible Studio, do you happen to be in chat? Tangible Studio, also in the United States. If you are in chat, you will have the opportunity to take this prize or go take a look at the grand prize since you are also in the United States. So I met Zooey through that, and Zooey started coming hanging out on the channel. And Zooey went through a really long job hunt, followed advice from myself and others, got himself a great tech job, and has been working in the tech industry now since April. And I'm guessing is enjoying it. I haven't heard otherwise that he doesn't like it. So Tangible Studio says, "Oh wow" in chat. So Tangible Studio, you have the option of taking a $100 prize or redrawing for someone else, and you can stay in the drawing for the grand prize since you're in the United States. So Tangible Studio, you're happy to accept. I'm happy that you accept as well. So let me go make a quick note of that. So Tangible Studio, I will contact you via email, and we will arrange like what kind of gift card do you want? Do you want like Amazon, Walmart, Target, Visa gift card? Do you want PayPal? All that kind of stuff. So I will contact you, and we will have that discussion via email at the email address that you gave me in your registration form. Another hydrate. My other goal was to like finish this entire liter of water over the course of tonight. That's not going to happen. All right. We can hardly complain. I appreciate that. All right, sweet. You're happy to give back to the community because you've done so much for me. I appreciate that, Zooey. I love that you're a part of this community. I really do. I appreciate that you're now jumping into chat and you're offering advice and perspective, and the fact that you've turned around now and you're mentoring students at your school and sharing advice on how you went through the job hunt and what it took for you to get the job. I love that you're doing that. I really do. I appreciate that. And Zooey got a couple of dragons back in May. I think his daughter claimed both of them, or at least claimed the silk magenta one, because that was going to be Zooey's favorite, and then his daughter took it. All right, well, we have dang it. All right, we have a surprise gift. It wasn't supposed to be on there either. You didn't just see that. All right, well, it's out of the bag. Actually, Loyal Moses kind of let slip last night anyway that I'm giving away a 3D printer, but the winner gets to choose which 3D printer they would like. So you're gonna have the option of one of 3 3D printers. How's the shoulder feeling? Shoulder's feeling pretty good. It's a little stiff from ziplining today because you got to use your dominant hand to like break behind you, and I'm still working on range of motion with that arm, but it was good. My back is gonna be killing me in the morning. You want a Prusa Mini? Sorry, out of range. Not in one of the things. So you are going to get to choose which of these 3D printers you would like. So we got a Focus Odin 5 F3, which is a filament-based printer. We have an Anycubic Cobra, not the Cobra Max, it's the Cobra, which is also a filament printer. Or if you don't want a filament printer, you want to get into resin, there's an Anycubic Photon M3, which, as I recall, is a monochrome screen, so it'll last a little bit longer, and it's going to be resin. Now, if you have pets or small children, I personally don't recommend the resin printer, or if you live in a small apartment without good ventilation, I don't recommend resin, because it is pretty smelly, and it can be toxic to like breathe the fumes for a really long period of time. So I do recommend, if you are brand new to 3D printing, a filament printer is probably going to be a little bit easier going. I specifically chose both of these printers because they have automatic bed leveling. Me personally, I'm not a fan of 3D printer beds that you have to like go in and like manually adjust and try to get exactly right. Both of these printers are going to do automatic bed leveling. That's why I chose them. They're very beginner friendly. There are huge communities around both of these printers. And so whoever wins this giveaway, you're going to get to choose which of these 3D printers. But it's US only because shipping. Those dragons that are going around the world are going to cost me anywhere from $6 to $45 to send around the world. And so just save on a little bit of shipping. These are probably going to go through Amazon and Amazon Prime, so you should get them relatively quick. Yeah, you're going to get to choose which of these 3D printers you want. You can go with filament because your kid and your dog, probably a good idea. But you got to win. Can't divide by 0. Tricolor heard the spoiler. Wasn't going to spoil it again. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was just exuberance of like, Ian's doing a giveaway, and then someone guessed in Loyal's chat, it's like, I bet he's giving away a printer, and Loyal's like, yeah, he's giving away a printer, because I had messaged Loyal about it. And I'm like, oh, wasn't telling anybody. And then he felt really awful about it. So we had a phone call last night, and I'm like, it's cool, it's fine. So yeah, I appreciate everybody from Loyal's community coming over and supporting my channel as well. So I appreciate that for all of you over there. 1 year, how's it going? Hey, Juggling Biohazards. So Juggling Biohazards was a subscriber and got a custom logo up here. I found, a way to make look like somebody's juggling biohazards. So again, if you're a subscriber or if you've gifted subs, I owe you a silhouette of some kind on these lights behind me here. So send me a direct message on Twitch, preferably, and let me know what you would like. No one's chatting over on YouTube, so I have no idea whether anybody's even watching over on YouTube, and that's fine too. All right, cool. Let's go do the big giveaway, shall we? So yeah, I totally meant to hide these and be like, ta-da! So, hooray! 3D printer. So yeah, so whoever is selected, not winning, you are not winning the giveaway. You are being selected from a raffle. Digital Dragon, appreciate the 200 bits. Thank you for that. If you are selected, then you will get to choose which of those 3D printers you want. So let's go back over to this screen. So Tangible Studio did not opt to give up the $100 prize. So congratulations to all of the winners so far. This is it. US only giveaway using the daily entries. So the longer you've been following me, the better your chance is of being selected here. Are we ready? We'll do a couple more drum rolls here just for the sake of it. And our major giveaway winner is Lily Hazel. Followed me for over a year, chance of winning at 4%. So Lily Hazel, if you happen to be in chat, let me know. If not, I will contact Lily Hazel over email. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. We want to find out whether Lily Hazel is here or not, because if you decide you don't want a 3D printer, like I was worried, like if RC Maniac won, RC Maniac's like, I already got a bunch, or if Justin was drawn, Justin's already got a bunch. It's like, if you don't want a 3D printer, that's fine too. But Lily, if you happen to be here, let us know. Otherwise, I will get in touch with Lily, and we'll have that conversation. So I'm going to give Lily just a few more seconds on this, because there's one more giveaway. Shh, don't say anything, but there's one more giveaway. There's one more. Stay here. Don't leave. RC Maniac would have declined, yeah. And that's why I built in the decline thing on here. But obviously, if you decline from this one, then you're out. But that's would have declined as well. All right, no word from Lily. So Lily Hazel, last chance. If you are in chat, that's cool. If not, that's okay too, because you might have missed when you rolled my name. So Sleebrisk, yes, you won a 3D printed dragon, but because you weren't here, we moved on, which means you didn't have the opportunity to stay in the giveaway. Dusty Knuckles, congrats to all the winners. Thank you again. Well, don't leave yet. What? You can't hear me? I wonder why. Because I was whispering. By the way, a psychology hack that I read this week is if you like want to tell somebody something and you whisper to them, they're like almost guaranteed to whisper back to you, and they don't know why. So psychological hack. All right. So Lily Hazel is not going to not here to not take this. So Sleebrisk, yeah. So you're going to get a 3D printed dragon with a chance of cash money in an envelope. So one of the 5 dragons is going to have cash money in an envelope. That's going to be going out, if I remember right. Sleebrisk is getting a dragon, correct? Go back over and double check on this window. In this window, Sleebrisk is getting a dragon, yeah. So Sleebrisk, you have a 1 in 5 chance of also getting some cash in an envelope in that box. I don't know which box is going to have the envelope, and I don't know which color of dragon you're going to get, but you're going to get a 3D printed dragon and a 1 in 5 chance of getting an envelope with a bunch of cash in it. My kids are going to pack them up for me, so I won't know which one. They're just going to pack them up, and I'm going to slap some shipping labels on them. So I will get in touch with you over email and get your email or get your mailing address and all kind of stuff. All right. So I did hint that there was more because I'm going to give away a second printer. So yeah, if you haven't won anything yet, RC Maniac got chosen for the second printer. So RC Maniac, I think you said that you were going to decline, in which case we're going to re-roll for RC Maniac. So let me know for sure. RC Maniac, let me know for sure, for certain, if you do want to re-roll, and we will choose someone else. I heard my response already. All right. Going once, going twice. RC Maniac does indeed want to re-roll. But wait, there's more. Yeah, that's my Billy Mays Hayes, like all caps version. Justin says if I win, I'm going to give it away on my stream. I've thought about doing that on other streams that we're giving away printers to. I'm like, if I win, I'm just going to give it away here. You say it out loud. All right, plot twist. All right, hey, Jen Develops is here. Everybody go give Jen Develops a follow as well. Also a good streamer. We had Jen on the stream last fall, somewhere in there. Jen went through a really exciting job hunt, had a whole bunch of job offers and stuff like that. All right, we are re-rolling. We are re-rolling. S Dragoon 89. S Dragoon 89, if you are in chat, we will wait approximately 30 to 60 seconds for you to speak up. If you would like to decline the prize, otherwise S Dragoon 89 will be our winner. So S Dragoon 89 found me searching IT themed streams on Twitch. So I thought that was kind of interesting too. You need that luck, RC Maniac. Yeah. You keep winning printers. I mean, you all saw the code. It was 100% random. I was shuffling all the entries. It was randomly picking, and if it redrew, it was just randomly picking another one. So everybody had not equal chance because the number of tickets that you got was a little bit different. But RC Maniac only had like a 0.11% chance of winning. So appreciate that. Rigged. Bets didn't win anything. Bets, you win my appreciation for being part of our community. That counts, right? I have not seen a message from S Dragoon, so I will contact S Dragoon. Sleebrisk really wants me to chug this hint water. So we will say that no, they don't want to re-roll because we haven't heard from them. Oh, you had 3.4% chance. Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, those are our winners. So appreciate everybody on that, on the giveaway. One of the things that I wanted to do real quick is we're going to go over to this screen. And one of the things that I thought was pretty interesting were some of the comments that folks were making on that forum about the interesting advice that they heard on the stream. And so one of the ones that I thought was the funniest was, unfortunately, nothing's coming to mind. Pain meds for a toothache can do that to a person. LOL. But a lot of folks on here talking about resumes, for example. My favorite tips from the live stream about how to prepare for an interview, how to have difficult questions, and overall the process of what an interviewer is looking for. Live streams are very informative. You're truly very helpful. I loved reading through some of these. These were really, really great. I've listened in on some of the advice. I'm afraid at the end of my career, I'm not looking for job advice. That's okay. Share what you know and we all win. Absolutely. Love that. Resume tips. What not to have. I honestly don't have one yet. I need to come around more. Yes, you do. Resumes, cover letters, resume reviews. Always research a company. If it's a job or an item, research pays. Absolutely. I actually enjoy listening to you review and comment on job descriptions and resume critiques live on stream. It's great to hear another's perspective on these subjects. I've seen highly qualified candidates not get past the initial selection criteria due to omissions on their resume or overly precise job requirements. Have fun. Don't hate people. Absolutely. Positivity within performance. Yep. So yeah, just reading through a lot of these. Write a long CV, cover, curriculum vitae or resume, and then cherry pick to make a customized resume. One, not sure I can give you one. I just enjoy hearing you talk about the interview process. So I really appreciate everybody's information around some of these. This really made my day. Of everything that I saw, this really helped me out as far as like just giving me a boost that, you know, this information is helpful to people. So I really appreciate all of that. I appreciate all of you being part of the community and hanging out with the stream tonight, being part of the giveaway. That was great. I'm going to go dump all this information later because I don't want to keep any of this stuff. I'm going to contact the winners over email. I do need to keep track of the fact that S. Dragoon is one of our printer winners. And the other printer winner was Lily Hazel. So Lily Hazel found me through Live Coders, I believe. Someone mentioned you were streaming and doing resume reviews. At the time I was still involved with recruiting and curious. So yeah, I love hearing all that. So appreciate everybody swinging by and dropping through. Again, I just like being super transparent about what I do, how I stream, what I care about, who my target audience is, all that kind of stuff. If you're looking for a job, especially with the economy, you know, being really volatile and stuff right now, whether or not you're in tech, if you ever want help with how do I apply for this job, or especially if you get laid off and you need another job quickly, I will help you to my utmost of how do you show another company the value that you're going to bring to them, because that's what's going to make you stand out in interviews. How do you bring them value? They need to see it quickly on a resume. They need to see it quickly as part of your application, not just I did this thing, but I did this thing and this is the impact that it had, because you need to make me want to hire you to have that impact at my company too. And so I'm really happy to help out people with that kind of advice. You're welcome to come by the stream anytime. On Sunday, we've got a guest coming on the stream. I need to go look it up because I forget who. This Sunday, Laura Langdon. Laura Langdon was a data scientist who then got into technical writing. So we're going to hear from Laura about her journey into tech and how that got into data science and what they were learning about data science, and then how that pivoted into a technical writer career. So again, we're not just about like programming and coding and things like that. It's like any facet of the tech industry, whether it's technical sales, technical marketing, all that kind of stuff. So if you're ever in a position where you need help with career advancement, interview advice, how to build a resume, how to stand out to a company, how to even research a company, like what company do I even want to go work for next, drop by the stream. Reach out to me on the socials. You can go reach out to me on LinkedIn and Twitter. I use the same username as I do here on Twitch. Connect with me on those platforms. Don't just follow me on LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn, because then you can use my network to go find other people, and I will make introductions to those people for you. Let me know. Let me know how I can help you. That's what I'm here for. I do paid interviews. If you are interested in programming, I do paid interviews over on interviewing.io. If you use that referral code, I don't get any kind of kickback, but you do get $100 off a purchase if you want to buy some mock interviews over there. I've got a whole YouTube channel that you can go check out over here, youtube.com/Ian Douglas without the 736. And for those that are curious, the 736 is a shout out to my wife. When way back 2003, almost 20 years ago, I was on online dating websites and trying to meet people, and I was living in California at the time, and I was trying to use Ian Douglas on all the different websites, and this one website put random numbers on the end of it, so I started using that, and I switched my instant message handle to that number, and my wife like winked at my profile on Match.com or something like that, but she wasn't paying for Match.com. I was, and so I sent her this big long introduction message. It wasn't super long, but you know, in retrospect, it was long. But she couldn't even read it, much less reply to it. But she saw my username and she thought, I'm going to try instant message and see if he's on there. And it worked out. We met a couple of days later for coffee, and we have been inseparable since. So the 736 is a shout out to my wife. So I appreciate her putting up with me and putting up with all my antics and the streaming and the giveaways and stuff like that. I appreciate her. But yeah, so if anybody's ever curious what the 736 is all about, it's not my birth date or anything like that. It's just 3 random numbers that got assigned to my username, and that's how I met my wife. That's why we have the same handle everywhere. I mean, that's why I use the same handle everywhere, so people can find me on Linktree, you know, LinkedIn, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. It is not that username on GitHub, but I try to use 736 on all the platforms I can, just so people can find me. I actually found another streamer here on Twitch named Chrissy Codes, really entertaining to go watch as well. She's learning programming and learning Python and Django and building out a little website and stuff like that. And she actually found me on Twitter, not even like having been to my stream. She found me on Twitter because I happen to have the same handle. And I was hanging out on her stream, and I'm like, I hope that wasn't creepy that I found you on Twitter. I'm like, no, that's why I do it, so that people can find me and get help and whatever. Like, that's why I do what I do. So yeah, so I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. That's the end of the giveaway. You're welcome to hang out. If you've got questions about career prep, interview prep, anything like that, I'm happy to stay and hang out and just chat with people. Or if you want to watch me put on the Hello Kitty helmet back here, I'll go throw that on for a minute. This is the Hello Kitty helmet that Loyal Moses likes to show off on his channel, but this is the only one that he printed in the sparkle dark blue. And so this is my Hello Kitty helmet. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. It's going to be a little bit muffled, but hopefully you can all hear me. But yeah, no whiskers on this one. I specifically asked for no whiskers, but I can't wear it with my glasses, unfortunately. But yeah, that's my Hello Kitty Clone Trooper Hello Kitty helmet. Yeah, that is not ever going to be part of a giveaway. That's mine. But yeah, so we've got some amazing 3D printed dragons. So we've got the sparkle rainbow one. We've got the 3-color rust charcoal gold. We've got, this is a new filament that I just tried out. It's a silky metallic, which has a gold, bronze, brass combination. So this is going to be one of the dragons going out. And then I tried printing one in the dark sparkle blue, but it started lifting off the print bed right at the last minute and started failing. You can see some of the spikes on his back here started getting really messed up. So I'm not going to send that one out. So I decided I was going to print another one in the rainbow filament, and there's another one in the 3-color filament. Oh, and one of the other ones failed. Are you freaking kidding me? Freaking nozzle jam. While I was out ziplining, this one failed with a nozzle jam. This is the quantum filament, the blue raspberry quantum filament, and totally failed. It failed to print the horns on the top of the dragon head, so that one's not going out. Thankfully, I got 2 other ones printing, so we will have 5 dragons to send out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I do have 5 dragons. 5 dragons will be going out. If I can get to the post office on Saturday, I will mail them out on Saturday. If I can't get there Saturday morning, because I'm going to be on someone else's podcast first thing in the morning, and then I've got a couple of hours before I do some contracting work on Saturday afternoon. So I'm hoping I can get to the post office. So I'm going to email all the dragon winners. The sooner you get back to me, the sooner I can get that in the mail. Hopefully I hear back from everybody. And again, one of you is going to get some cash in that box with your dragon. I don't know who, but we will get a surprise for sure from one of those. You'll take the failed one. Raven's Creations, DM me if you want the failed one. I mean, it doesn't look bad, to be honest. It's just, he's got a flat top. I mean, most of the spikes over here, like, printed all right. Like, a couple of them aren't quite finished. It's just, he didn't get all the horns on the top of his head, and it's a little rough. But it's a little stringy too, so I'll blast it with a heat gun. It's got a little bit of stringing, but I mean the color on it, I freaking love these quantum filaments. These are great. I also found some matte versions of filament which are not shiny, but I've got like a blue red. I've got a purple green that I did the Chris Perillo tot for Chris's birthday on Monday or on Tuesday, and then I've got like some other got a third one. I can't remember what color that was. So, I mean, Raven's Creations, if you really want that failed one, I mean, DM me your address. Yeah, the colors are pretty amazing. You can give them a hat. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 3D print something else to, put on top. That'd be great. You've seen people print hats for the ones that fail at the top of the head? That's a great idea, actually. I would have never thought of that. Yeah, you'd be willing to give that dragon home? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, those colors are really great, especially the silky versions of it. And that was, who makes that one again? Quantum? It's not Polymaker. I forget who makes it. So many filament makers now. So yeah, so I appreciate everybody hanging out. You missed it. You fell asleep. Who are the winners? 3D Jeff, you won all the things, but you weren't here. So, no, just kidding. So I specifically told people if you weren't here in chat, you still won. So I don't necessarily do my giveaways like other people do where you have to be in chat. That was why I was collecting registrations with email addresses. So all the winners are going to be contacted via email. So we had a number of winners from around the world. Let me go sort that database or sort that table real quick, and I'll give you an idea of where the things are being shipped. USA, 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 India, USA, USA, Norway, USA, USA. So a lot of folks from the USA, and we got a dragon going to Norway, and we got a gift card going to India. And then we've got 2 3D printers that are going out as well. Raid from Big Jano. Hey, Big Jano, appreciate that. Welcome everybody, welcome in. You missed the entire giveaway. But I appreciate you coming by. Thanks for dropping by. We were wrapping up, to be honest. So I was asking folks if they had questions about interview prep and things like that. But I'm happy to recap what we gave away as far as the giveaway goes. And so this one thing keeps shifting over here on the screen. But oops, not that one. That one. Stay over here. For some reason, it doesn't want to stay there on OBS. Ravens Creations, appreciate the resub, thank you, and to Free Heathen and everybody else reminding me to hydrate, thank you. I've been neglecting the water. So these were some of the things that we gave away today. We gave away a bunch of 3D printed dragons. Some of the people that won either a $25 gift card that you see on here, either a Visa gift card or PayPal, or a $25 PrintedSolid gift card, they're going to get to choose, or they get to choose this book by Dan Moore, who's a buddy of mine up in Boulder, Colorado. I really recommend that book. If you are getting into the tech industry or thinking about a job in the tech industry, if you want a copy of that book, let me know. I will get you a copy of that book. Free Heathen, appreciate the resub as well. Free Heathen, I still owe you your logo up here on the panel. I promise I'm going to get that printed really, really soon. Also, if anybody here is part of MakerDeck and you can get me a silhouette version of the MakerDeck logo, I owe like 3 people a MakerDeck logo up here that they've DM'd me back. Otherwise, if you're a subscriber to my channel or if you gift subs to other people, in other words, you are paying for a subscription, even the Prime. So whoever subscribed with Prime earlier tonight, DM me on Twitch. Let me know what you would like up here. As long as it's work friendly and family friendly, I will 3D print whatever you like up here. This is Ethan Makes. This one was Melly Ruru. This is Father Funk 3D. Sent me in his logo. And so, yeah. What book is it? It's called Letters to a New Developer, and it's basically a bunch of essays that my friend Dan and some other folks in engineering management wrote that is basically advice of things they wish they knew when they were getting into the tech industry. Each one is only like a couple of pages long. It's like understanding the business. It's only like 2 or 3 pages long, but it really breaks everything down from like how do you like apply, how do you interview, how do you get that job, and then most of it is honestly how do you onboard at that job. Now that you got that job, what do you do? How do you keep track of notes? How do you document things? How do you progress in your career? Like things that they wish that they had known. And I really, really like that book. And so if anybody is thinking about getting into a tech job, and specifically a software development kind of job, if you can't afford that book, go check out letterstoanewdeveloper.com. If you can't afford the book, reach out to me. I will figure out a way to get you a copy. Dan offered to give one away on the channel. I figured I would just help Dan out and pay for them myself. So the winners will have the choice of either the gift card or that book. But if you are in a position where you can't afford the book, I'll get you a copy. So we'll figure that out. Just send me a message on Twitch and let me know. So yeah, so we had stuff go around the world. We had a dragon go to Norway. We had a gift card go to India, and all the other stuff, including the 2 3D printers. So that was the other big surprise, is we gave away 2 3D printers, and the winners got to choose which printer they want. But neither winner were present. So we did have one person get selected to win, and they already have a bunch of 3D printers, and so they opted to redraw. Which was super great of RC Maniac to do that. And so we decided we would let RC Maniac do a redraw, and then somebody else won instead, which is fantastic. So we're giving away 2 3D printers. So the winners will get to choose. I'm going to basically email them and say, you get your choice of these 3 printers, and go from there. So yeah, so that was the big giveaway. on that one. Good printer choices. Yeah, beginner friendly. And then, you know, if you've already got 3D printers and you're thinking about trying resin, then I put a resin one in there as well. So Kisu, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all your support and for hanging out on the channel all the time too. Appreciate that. Engineering, right up my alley. The book sounds pretty neat. It is a pretty great book. And Dan also blogs on a regular basis as well. And so you can just go check out the website, letterstoanew-developer.com, and you can definitely see like the blogging and stuff that Dan does on a regular basis. And I'm going to drop his Twitter handle in here as well real quick. So Moore DS. So you can go follow Dan on Twitter as well. He tweets all the time about tech industry and stuff like that. So, awesome. Appreciate all of the subs and the gift subs and the resubs and the bits for the level 2 hype train earlier tonight. I appreciate all of that. Again, all of that support is going into a diversity in tech fundraiser, and I'm matching all that funding that's coming in. So I don't keep any of the money that I make as a streamer. And I've got a whole web page that you can go check out over here. All the transparency of like, this is the breakdown of how much money I make for all of this. If you could help me out as well, I'm trying to get to 1,000 users on YouTube. I'm a couple of hundred shy, but if you don't mind, I would appreciate any subscribes on YouTube. You don't need like any of the financial support over there, but if you can subscribe over on YouTube, I'd appreciate that too. Once I hit 1,000 followers on there, I can like monetize a little bit, but it also helps gain exposure as well, because I'm going to start live streaming both on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Going forward. So I decided to start doing that. So, but also as soon as the stream is over, I'm going to take these videos and I'm going to be uploading them to YouTube anyway. So again, for transparency reasons, I wanted to be really transparent about how I did the giveaway and how I wrote the software to do the giveaway and kind of walk everybody through. So everybody got to see exactly what was about to happen. Good luck finding any other streamer out there who does a giveaway that's willing to be transparent about that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was really open about who my target audience is and why I was biasing things the way they were. But 3D Jeff, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate that, everybody. So yeah, if you want to hang out, I'm happy to. Hey, 3D Jeff, thanks for the sub on YouTube as well. So yeah, if you want to hang out, if you've got questions about interview prep or career advancement, anything like that, I'm happy to hang out. Otherwise, we'll keep the raid train going. Because I was on Westry's channel. Westry raided into Big Jano. Big Jano raided over here. So yeah, we can go find somebody to go raid into as well. But if folks have questions, like this is what I'm here for. I'm here to help people out, offer my ideas and perspectives and things like that. So if you have questions, I am more than happy to take any questions like that, kind of as we go. Boss Chopster says the walkthrough was really cool. I've honestly never had someone walk me through a program before. Yeah, it's kind of neat too. Just kind of seeing like, what does software even look like? Like, what is this stuff actually doing? So as soon as the stream's over, I'm going to go dump that database. Because again, I don't want to keep all this data for any reason. I have no purpose to keep that data. How about dealing with people that don't do their jobs? Rhetorical question. Not so rhetorical sometimes, but yeah, it's difficult sometimes. I mean, I generally tell people like start at the management layer. If you can't work it out with them, then you got to go up. And if that manager won't do anything, then let that manager know that, hey, if you can't help resolve this, I need to go find someone else that can help resolve this. You don't want to just go over their head without letting them know, because that's a bit disrespectful too. It'll also give them one last opportunity to be like, fine, I'll take care of it, because they don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, big mess at work is all I'll say. Yeah, I hear that. I've been in those situations. I've also been a manager where like big things have happened like that, and I've had to sort of reconcile things and sometimes terminate people because of that. So trash the planet for sure. Yeah, hackers for sure. Yeah, crash the Gibson. Yeah, sweet deal. Cool. Well, what else is going on? We got Chris is going on, Maker Deck's going on, Babe Ross is on. Babe Ross is always fun. I typically like to raid into somebody who's doing software. That is because again, that's kind of my sort of realm. So I don't typically stream into makers, but Streger is also online. Streger does a lot of really interesting tutorials and helps people out with code reviews. So people that are writing software, they can submit software to him. So I sometimes raid into him. He's actually going to be on the stream on August the 4th. And so we'll have Streger on the channel here in a couple of weeks, just a couple of weeks. Actually, next Thursday. Strager's going to be on the stream here with me, and we'll probably do like a resume review. So if you want to do a public resume review, if you're brave, go submit a resume to me over here. And we'll give you some ideas and perspectives. Again, just our perspectives, being in the tech industry and the kinds of things that we tell people about building a resume. You're welcome to send those over, and we can review some of those on the stream. Otherwise, we're going to hear about his journey into tech and why he streams and does sort of tutoring and coaching and things like that, but also just live coding and how that helps him as a developer and stuff like that. Let's see, who else is on? Science is on. Microscopy and more. Let's see who else is on. Someone doing some leak code challenges. So those are technical coding challenges in order to get a job at Google. I think I'll raid over into that channel. Boss Chopster had a question I was holding on to from earlier. If you were a recruiter, or if you've heard from many, what would you want to see from a potential candidate for a role they're applying to? Should applicants do everything they can to be in contact with recruiters? What should applicants do to be in front of recruiters' minds? That's a fantastic series of questions. Yeah, let me address that, and then we'll set up a raid. So just to give you an idea of like this is the kind of question that I love answering on the stream. So I've worked with a lot of recruiters, both as a candidate as well as like from the company side of it, hiring recruiters to help find potential candidates, or what we call sourcing. So finding recruiters both outside of the company as well as working with in-house recruiters to go find candidates or source candidates and get them into the database where we can like scan them, figure out who we're going to call, and then actually get them into the interview cycle and so on. And so I've worked with many. What would you want to see from a potential candidate for a role they're applying to? So the first part of this question, what I would address here is, are you applying to a job where you've already got experience in that role, or are you applying for a job where you're going to be new at that role? If you already have experience in that role, what I want to see is the kind of impact that you've had in that role at a previous job. And so I really want to see on your resume at the very top, I like to see the skills block at the very top. What programming languages do you know, or what skills do you have? Like what tangible skills can you immediately bring to my company, whatever those skills are, whether it's welding or whether it's writing software. I want to see in a hurry, what skills are you bringing to my company? From there, I like to see how have you used those skills, but not just, at this job, I did this thing, but if you can also frame it in a way of saying I did this thing and this is the impact that it had. I kind of want to stick with the welding theme now for a second. Welding up this little clamp thing to hold something down on an anvil saved me 10% time, or I could produce things 10% faster because I had something else to kind of hold it down while I'm smithing and hammering and stuff. Or in the software realm, I wrote some code that increased awareness of problems in the code by 20%. Because when I'm reading that resume, what I want to see is the impact that you had in a way that sort of teases me into thinking oh, I want to hire Boss Chopster to come do that here. That's really what I want to see on the resume, is I want you to entice me into yeah, see all this stuff I can do? I can do that there. That's really what I want to see on the resume. Cool, thanks for changing up the nano leaf, and I will try to remember to hydrate as well. And so that would be the first thing, is if you're applying for a role where you already have experience, I want to see how you've used that experience in that kind of role and what impact that has had, because I want to see that kind of impact at my company too. Now, as you're researching companies, you're going to find out what's important to them so that you know which things to talk about on your resume. And so when I tell people about building a resume, I usually say, build an enormous resume. Put every job, every project, every skill, everything that you've ever done, ever. Put that on a gigantic resume. Now, you're not going to send that gigantic resume to anybody. You're not going to send that to anybody. But there's a riddle that I learned when I was a little kid. I loved buying little joke books and riddle books. And this one riddle stuck with me over the years. And it's actually very applicable to resumes. It says, how do you build a sculpture of an elephant? You start with a giant block of stone and you chip away everything that doesn't look like an elephant. It's the same thing with a resume. If you want to look like the best candidate for a job, you start with an enormous resume with everything you've ever done ever, and you chip away everything that doesn't make you look like the perfect candidate for that job, for that company, showing the impact that you're going to have in that role for that company. And so you're going to trim out all the stuff that they don't care about. So if you've spent time as a welder, but now you're a software developer, you're probably not going to put any of the welding stuff on there, except for like professional experience. You want to show that you've been professionally employed, but you're not going to list like arc welding and acetylene torch welding and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like you're not going to list that in a skills block, because if you're applying for a software developer job, I need to see on the resume that you are a software developer. You happen to used to be a welder, but now you are a software developer. And so you have to make sure that the skills that you keep on the resume are skills that I'm going to care about. Now, if you're applying for a job where you're going to be new at something, like if this is going to be your first job in tech and you don't have professional experience in that thing, then I would want to see some projects showing me how you are growing and learning that skill aside from the professional aspect of it. So you can still list your professional jobs, like whatever industries you're coming from, but I would want to see some project work. And so at the very top, we still want that skills block. And then from there, I want to see project work showing me how you're exercising and learning whatever the skill is. So again, it doesn't have to be tech. It can be, you know, if you want to be a welder or a forklift driver, whatever, like show me some certifications, show me some training that you've done, show me how you have done some of that thing. Because when I'm looking at that resume, I want to know that you have some level of experience in that thing. Otherwise, I'm not even going to call you for the interview. If you make it really hard for me to figure out whether you have enough of the skill for me to even want to call you, I'm not going to call you. So that's how I would approach that. So if it's a job you've already kind of done in the past, I want to see what kind of impact you have. And if you've not had a job doing that in the past because you're trying to break into a new kind of job, then I want to see something on there that shows me certifications or training or practice in whatever skills you're going to need for that job that you are applying for. But always start with that enormous resume and trim it back down to a page or 2 pages at most. Ideally 1 page, because again, it's just an impact letter. Like it's a list of impact facts is what I call it. And then what I typically suggest is write a cover letter, and that cover letter is going to give context to the list of facts. So the resume is a list of facts, and the cover letter is like, this is why I care about your company and your industry and the kinds of customers that you serve. So the cover letter gives context to the facts, but you don't necessarily have to explain all of that stuff on the resume. The resume is meant to be just the facts. The cover letter can then give the sort of the story behind the resume, if that makes sense. And so I typically tell people, like, try to write a cover letter if you can. You can reuse a lot of the cover letter. You don't have to completely custom write a cover letter every time. The same way you're not going to custom write the entire resume, but you are going to like trim things out of that big resume. You're going to make a copy of it. You trim things out, shrink it back down to 1 page. You might rearrange things too, because you want to look like the kind of worker that I'm looking for in that job. Chris Perillo, what's going on? Hello. So Chris, we just in case you're thinking about rating over here, I'm actually wrapping up. So if you rate in here, we're just going to be rating right back out in probably the next 10 minutes or so. But I appreciate you dropping by. Hello. Happy belated birthday. Hope you like the little Perillo tots in the 2-color thing. It was a lot of fun to print those out. So happy belated birthday to Chris. Thanks for swinging in real quick. But yeah, we're about to rate out ourselves. I was debating rating into some other channels here. And Boss Chopster asked some really great questions. So to add on to that, what should applicants never do or avoid doing? Again, the exact opposite of what I just said. So when you're applying for that job, you want to show the value that you bring. What you don't want on the resume is things that I don't care about, because you're just taking up valuable space on the page. Now, if you need to fill up the space on the page because what's relevant to me only fills up like 2/3 of the page, then yeah, fill it out with something. But you don't want to go into a lot of detail on previous jobs if you're not that type of industry anymore. Like so going back to that idea of like you were in welding and now you want to be a software developer, you're going to show me projects about how you're learning software developer. Don't give me 20 bullet points about what you did as a welder, because that's not important to me. And so you want to minimize that as much as possible. And instead show me that you're a software developer. If you give me a bunch of bullet points about previous jobs, like I used to be in marketing, or, you know, and now I want to get into sales, or I used to be in this industry, now I want to get into that industry. You don't have to give me bullet point after bullet point after bullet point about what those other jobs were, because that's not who you want to be. That's not the kind of job that you're applying for. And so that's what I would want to see not part of the application. So the exact opposite. Don't show me what's not relevant to me. And some of that will come up as you sort of research companies and so on. Olkmer just says, the last year has been really interesting. I'm on the opposite side of the fence now. Literally was 22 years in the field prior. Yeah, awesome. Get into open source. That's good good advice as well, D. Frizzell. Yep. Project portfolio is never bad to have. It's vital to have if you're new in the industry or new to whatever industry you're trying to get into, whether it's tech or not. Demonstrating that you have some amount of skill in whatever job you are applying for is going to be really important. Jerry Switek, good to see you. We're actually starting to wind down for the night, but thanks for dropping by. So yeah, that would be my advice on that. So hopefully that's helpful. But yeah, you're welcome to come by the stream anytime and ask those kinds of questions. That's exactly what I love to do on the stream. Congrats on 1,000. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're at 1,052 and a little over a year as well. So we got rated by Chris. Hello, Raiders. Can't leave now. All right, we have to stay. All right, we'll stay. You missed the giveaway, but let's show you all what you didn't win. So we gave away some 3D printed dragons. We gave away copies of a book from a friend of mine named Dan Moore, who's, oops, not that button. I want that button so I can move that over there where it belongs. For some reason it doesn't want to stay there on OBS. So yeah, so we gave away a bunch of stuff, 3D printed dragons. We gave away a bunch of gift cards. One of the 3D printed dragons is going to get an envelope with some cash dollars in there. So yeah, we were 3D printing more of those dragons. One of them failed. At some point I was out during the day today zip lining, and this one failed. It failed to print the little horns on top of his head, but somebody actually wanted it. But it's one of the quantum filaments that actually changes color as you pivot things around. So it's one of those dual extrusion filaments. But this is the actual quantum filament, the expensive one, and it failed on me. It looks like the nozzle jammed up on me. But and then we had kind of a big surprise giveaway where I gave away 2 3D printers, and the winners are going to get to choose which of these 3D printers they want. So yeah, so thanks for dropping by. Appreciate that. So yeah, so we had some fun. So I told people they didn't have to be present in chat in order to win, because my audience is around the world and not everybody can tune in on a Thursday night. And so yeah, appreciate everybody dropping by. Appreciate all the hellos and the follows and so on. Chris Hansen, appreciate the follow there. Give you some blinky lights and some sort of little kazoo sort of whistle going on there. We don't need giveaways, yeah, for sure. What am I printing these dragons? So I've got a fleet of, I've got 3 Prusa Mark III S printers, and I'm about to sell one of them when my Bamboo X1 Carbon comes in. And then if or when my Prusa XL ever comes in, I'm going to sell another one of my Mark IIIs. So then I want to maintain 3 printers if possible, but I want 2 of them to be bigger format. I want to get into printing like bigger things, but also printing more things at a time, stuff like that. So cool. So yeah, Big Jano pulled up the Nano Leaf. So these are the different patterns that you can do. If you have enough channel points, you can redeem them to actually change the panel lights behind me, and the top and bottom lights on the wall will also change as well with some of them. Who won each of them? So we had, let's go back over to the giveaways. So Lily Hazel, who's been following me for a little over a year, won one of the printers. S Dragoon 89 won a printer. Handful of folks from around the world won the dragons. One's going to Norway. 4 of them are staying in the States. The gift cards, one of the gift cards is going to Aveline French in India, and the other gift cards are staying in the United States as well. So yeah, so we gave away a $100 gift card. We gave away some, potentially some $25 gift cards or PayPal. Yeah, there we go. We got the red, blue going on the wall. So Big Jano, for the retro future, you actually have to like redeem the channel points and then put the name of the thing in there. Dragons in Norway makes sense. Absolutely, for sure. Hey, Skull, good to see you in chat as well. So yeah, so you know, we were basically celebrating like, hey, we hit 1,000 people within a couple of days of the 1,000 anniversary, or 1 year anniversary of being a streamer. So I appreciate everybody's support. Had a lot of fun over the past year with folks like RC Maniac that you just saw chatting, Zooey, who's in chat. And just having a lot of folks come by and offer a lot of support to help people with the job hunt, especially with the economy the way it is right now. I'm almost thinking about like, should I take the word tech off of this and just be like interview guide? Because I feel that a lot of the advice I give is now also applicable to non-technical roles, but there are technical kinds of roles or even just roles within technical companies that I think I can still give ideas and perspectives on. So if you're looking for a new job, especially with the economy, with layoffs and things like that, if you're ever looking for a new job, you want help with a resume, you want help with a cover letter, you want help researching like what other companies are even out there. This is what I've been doing. What else could I be doing? I'm more than happy to help demonstrate some of that on the stream. So the stream going forward, I'm going to be doing a lot more demonstration of send me in your resume and I'm going to show you live how I'm going to reformat your resume. And then I'll share that document with you so that you can take a copy and do whatever you like. You didn't never, ever, ever have to take my advice, but I've been in the industry for a long time. I've been doing this for 26 years. I've been a manager. I've been a director. I've done these kinds of roles. And so I like to help people out with this stuff. So as far as the giveaways go, we gave away quite a lot of stuff and had a lot of fun with that. And again, this thing doesn't want to stay there. One of the 3D printed dragons is going to get some cash in the box with the dragon. And so we were doing things where you have the option to not take the prize and like stay in the drawing for something else later on. So yeah, we had a lot of fun with it. And we actually did a code walkthrough of like, here's the code. Here's how I'm biasing toward people that have been on the channel for a really long time because you're the folks that I'm celebrating. But we had people like as early as 2 weeks ago win prizes. So it wasn't like a huge bias or anything like that. But my primary sort of community here are walking away with some great prizes. We had a lot of fun with that. Rusty Maniac says, I chat more, I've been trying to cool down. Finally got into air conditioning. All right, good for you. Buy the co-extrusion from 3D Jake if you want better value. They're in Europe, but they sell in 1 kilogram spools. Oh yeah, the quantum one is like a 750 gram spool, so you don't even get a full thing. Trash Dev, what's going on? Hey Trash Dev, someone gave you a gift sub earlier tonight. I think Zooey came by and dropped 10 gift subs on the community, and Trash Dev was one of them. So good to have Trash Dev. Trash Dev's also a streamer. If you don't mind, a little tiny bit of cussing on the streaming, and by a little bit of tiny, I mean a lot. Then go give Trash Dev a follow. Also, really great guy as far as like looking at resumes and offering advice of like, this is what it's like to work at Netflix. In his case, this is what it was like to go through that whole job hunt and everything like that. So Chris, I appreciate, so Trash Dev is also Chris. Chris, I appreciate all of your input to the community at large of just sharing your insights and opinions and things like that. Like all these folks that do resume reviews, like Tiffany that we had on the stream a couple of weeks ago, like folks like that are amazing to like come in and just help share what they know, because that's my whole catchphrase: share what you know, we all win. And so I'm a big believer in like, take what you know, help other people out, help build other people up, even if it's just, you know what, I'm just gonna like trash talk everybody and whatever, like Trash Dev does on his stream. But Trash is also pretty entertaining to watch. Trash, still waiting for you to get your 3D printer up and running and get something printing there too. But yeah, good to have Trash Dev come by. Trash also has a really big community, and so I'll hang out in his stream from time to time and just lurk during the daytime while he's streaming. He does a lot of streaming while he's literally working on stuff for Netflix. So if you're ever curious like how Netflix actually works or like what some of the interface is actually doing at Netflix, go hang out on Trash Dev's channel. You got your dragon already? Awesome. Yep. Sweet. I think Trash, you got one of my dragons from late last year. That was like the December giveaway last year. We did another big dragon giveaway in May. We gave away 5 dragons tonight just as part of this giveaway. We're going to do another like month-long giveaway probably in October, although I haven't decided yet what that's going to be other than something flat. So not the big like 6-inch box that I ship the dragons in, because those got a little spendy to ship around the world. I spent anywhere from $6 to like $45 each to send those around the world. And some of the ones that ended up, I know one in Canada and one in India, the box ended up like really smashed and the dragon ended up in a couple of pieces, which was super disappointing to hear. So Captain Canada kind of want to reprint another one and send them a new one. And then another one showed up in India that was badly smashed, but another one made it to India. The box was like crushed, but the dragon was intact. So it's kind of a crapshoot, unfortunately, but three mangled boxes and 2 broken dragons out of 70. That's pretty good, I think, for me. So yes, thank you for the hydrate. I keep forgetting. Thank you. I can't tell you what I'm drinking, but I'll give you a hint. Yeah, dad jokes. We were ziplining today, and one of the zipliners kept going with dad jokes. And every time he'd throw out a dad joke, I would throw out like 2 or 3. Ulti-stick sheets are pretty flat. Yeah, I love Ulti-stick. I try to run Ulti-stick on all my printers. I'm a little curious how the bamboo is going to handle a textured plate. I kind of want to try a textured plate when the bamboo comes in. Even knowing the LiDAR is not going to work, I may still I may still like turn the LiDAR off and try and run some prints on the bamboo with a textured plate instead of using like glue stick all the time. Let's see what else is going on. Hey, Zooey, still hanging out in chat. Awesome. Creative Heart Warrior. Awesome. You live 6 miles from the Canadian border and get things that are a little safer if I need help. Well, like I don't mind sending stuff across the border. It's a question of like what's the box going to show up like? Like how's Canadian Postal Service actually handling the box once they get it? So, but yeah, I'll have to turn off the LiDAR, yeah, for sure. People still call it Fang, even though, yeah, technically like manga or something now. Manamana. Canada Post, yeah, thank you. I should remember Canada Post. I did a big project for them when I was starting my web development career. I did a custom project for Canada Post. It was a lot of fun. Mine arrived without issue. Yeah, hey, X90, good to see you. Yeah, like I sent 70 of them around the world, and only 2 of them showed up broken. So I consider that a win. It was a pretty small percentage of them. But yeah, it's always disappointing when you hear back from people and they're like, oh yeah, I got the thing. And like they show you pictures where it's in like 2 or 3 pieces. I'm like, oh, sorry. So yeah. Well, so X90 says it's interesting to hear Canada Post is having issues. I sent several to Canada. I probably sent like 10 or 15 of them to Canada, maybe 10 or 12 to Canada, and only 1 showed up broken. So, I mean, that's still a pretty good ratio. I mean, all the rest of them showed up fine. And like I said, 2 of them went to India, and both of those boxes were like horribly mangled, and one of them was broken, but the other one was fine. Another one, I think, got lost on the way to Africa. I was sending one to Rwanda in Africa, and that person emailed me a couple of weeks ago going, where is it? I'm still waiting for my Dragon to show up. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, dude. USPS is only going to track it as soon as it as soon as it leaves the country, they stop tracking it. So I haven't heard yet whether they've gotten their Dragon, but there was one going to Africa. But yeah, I was literally sending them all around the world, and it was a lot of fun for me just to kind of understand how to ship things around the world. It was fun from a logistics point of view as well. But yeah, thanks for dropping by, everybody. Appreciate that. So yeah, we gave away a lot of fun stuff, and again, it was just to celebrate the community. And so I was really transparent on our Discord. If anybody wants to come hang out on Discord with us, you're welcome to. You don't have to. It's a lot of geeky sort of software related stuff, and I do resume reviews on the Discord channel there as well. But if you want to come hang out, if you're into tech and stuff like that, you're welcome to come hang out there. I don't really get into like 3D printing or stuff like that, but we recently started a channel where some people are maybe going to share some ideas around like working on project work together, because that can be really beneficial, again, to show that value that you're bringing to a company. So yeah, slap lots of dragon stickers on there. Let me bump up the dragon stickers here so you see them a little better. But yeah, other than that, thanks for the raid in. Appreciate that. I don't know whether you heard the audio on that or not. I think it went out. Can't tell. Did I play the? Yeah, I played the audio. I didn't hear the audio for some reason. I'm hearing everything else, but sweet. Best giveaway is Ian Douglas' advice and positivity. Aw, Zooey, thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, so I was also showing people like one of the things that I had on the registration form was like, tell me the best piece or tell me your favorite tip from the website or the email series or being on the live stream, and just kind of going through like a lot of these comments. It was really, really neat to hear. Important of user empathy statements on a resume, again, showing that you care about the end user, feedback about the resume, networking tips, make sure you get 6% above raise in your tech job. Yeah, because inflation is what, 8 or 9% now. So if you're not getting an 8 or 9% raise, you're losing money. You're taking home less money. You know, and just some of these really long statements were really heartwarming to kind of go through and read. Some people are like, yeah, I have no idea. I just followed you from some other channel. It's like, that's okay too. But yeah, a lot of folks are really really into like the resume stuff. Like the word resume is just, you can kind of see over here on the bar, all these little square dots are like how many times someone mentioned resume. So a lot of that was really fun. You know, the word stream shows up in here a bunch of times. Research shows up a couple of times. You know, being a candidate doesn't really show up, but yeah, I loved reading through some of these favorite tips, because this also helps me determine direction for the channel. Like, what do we want to see kind of going forward? A lot of folks are still really into resumes and stuff like that. So you saw your response? Cool. So yeah, the kind of like I said, going forward, a lot of what I'm going to be doing is like if you send me in a resume to review, I'm going to show you on the stream how I'm going to reformat your resume. Again, you don't have to take it. You don't have to take my advice. And as we have other people on the stream, we're going to hear their advice and perspective. We had Tiffany on the stream, Tiff Tiff Bites, if you want to follow Tiff Tiff Bites. Wait, is it still Tiff Tiff Bites? I forget now. I'm going to go back and look. I thought it was Tiff Tiff Bites. She changed her username, and now I can't remember if she kept it Tiff Tiff Bites or if it's something else. But Tiffany Joksha was on the stream a couple of weeks ago, and we did, I think, 4 or 5 resume reviews together, and just hearing someone else's perspective was really great, because we don't always agree on the same things, but she's also an engineering manager, and so it's really helpful to have that kind of stuff. This Sunday, we've got a data scientist who went into technical writing. We're going to have them on the stream, and we're going to hear about their background. So come hang out with me and Laura on Sunday. And then next Thursday, we've got Stragger. So if anybody follows Stragger here on Twitch, Stragger's going to be on the stream next Thursday, and we're going to hear about their background and you know, how they do tutoring and help people with code reviews and stuff like that on his stream. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to having those kinds of folks. I'm trying to get CM Griffing on here as well, to try to get that Chris over here. Lots of Chris's on Twitch. Try to get CM Griffing over here as well. I don't know if it'll be the same night as Strager, might be a different Thursday, but yeah, I want to have more perspectives on the stream as well, and so it's not just me. But it was really heartwarming to kind of go through and like read all that advice from everybody. So I appreciate that. And so yeah, tonight's stream was it was about celebrating all of you. So I appreciate everybody being part of the community and helping grow the community and just being willing to help each other out. A lot of the diamonds that you see over here, like Zooey and RC Maniac, those are folks that I have flagged in X90 also as well. Don't want to miss out on you. I've flagged a bunch of folks as VIPs because they also drop you know, a lot of advice and information and perspective as well. So even while I'm answering questions, they're also dropping stuff in chat at the same time. And so I always appreciate hearing other people's advice because I'm continuing to learn too. I don't have all the answers either. And so I'm constantly learning, and I'm constantly talking to recruiters as well. And we're going to have recruiters on the stream. We're going to have engineering managers and all kinds of folks. If you want to go check out the website, you can go check out the streaming schedule on there. We've got folks like from all over the place that want to be on the stream. We got folks from Google. We've got folks from Stripe, Microsoft, Coursera, Netflix. Someone else at Netflix is going to be on the stream. So we've got people from literally around the world that want to come on the stream and share their ideas and perspectives about getting a job in tech, especially with the economy and layoffs and hiring freezes and things like that. Like, how do you stand out? So I'm really looking forward to having a lot of folks on the stream. So every Sunday through, like, I think late September now, I've got every Sunday booked. And then on, I think, every other Thursday, maybe occasionally like every Thursday, we're going to have some folks on the stream as well. So I'm looking forward to all of that. So appreciate everybody dropping by. I am actually going to raid out. It's been 2 hours, and tonight was just the celebration of 1 year as a streamer on Twitch. I'm also going to start streaming on YouTube at the same time. So we're going to be streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. If you're on YouTube, actually help me out. If you're here on Twitch, can you go follow me on YouTube as well? I'm trying to get that follower count up to 1,000 so that I can like get more reach on YouTube. If you could help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. If you can just go subscribe over there, you don't have to do the notification bell, but just the subscribe will help. And then, but yeah, I'm going to start streaming on both platforms and see what kind of engagement we get from there. Ethan's dad, good to see you. Still got your logo up here, so appreciate Ethan's dad. You were streaming earlier tonight as well. I didn't have a chance to drop in. I was kind of like bouncing around a couple of streams before I went live, and I saw that you started streaming, and I'm like, oh, I want to like get in there and like hang out for a little bit, but I didn't make it, so apologies. Belland Tornado, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Give you some blinky lights here as well. So yeah, appreciate all the follows and you know, the hype train that we had earlier. Appreciate all that. Again, all the subs and the bits and all that stuff. It's all going into a diversity in tech fundraiser. This is not up to date, but this is basically what we're going to be tracking kind of down here. I'm going to like rework what this looks like. I'll probably put it up along the top of the stream just so it's a little out of the way. But this is something that we're going to continually fundraise for throughout the remainder of the year. I'm hoping to raise another $1,500, and then I'm going to match whatever that money is coming in, and then we're going to give that away at the end of the year. So the October giveaway that we do is going to be all about like fundraiser for that. You won't have to donate to the fundraiser in order to be eligible. I always like to be really transparent about that. You love the light display? Yeah, me too. It was a lot of fun to put together. It's just Nanoleaf panels, which are on sale right now, so you can go check out nanoleaf.com. I don't get sponsored by them or anything like that. I paid for all these out of my own pocket, but they are really fantastic lights to kind of tinker with. Govey is the light along the ceiling, the light along the desk here behind me. They also make hexagon panels, which are a lot cheaper and actually like fade in color to color, where these are all like one solid color at a time. But yeah, if you subscribe, if you do an Amazon sub, if you gift subs to other people, I will 3D print something for you up here. I'm still waiting for a MakerDeck silhouette because I owe I'm pretty sure it's 3 people, a MakerDeck logo up here. And so I'm waiting for a silhouette from somebody so that I can get those printed. I'm not very good at visual design to try to replicate that on my own, but if somebody can help me out with that, it would be a big help. E. Helison, congrats on the Twitch success. Thanks. Tonight was fun. Glad you explained your coding. The only time I've coded was on a Texas Instruments 994A trying to play Pong. Wow. That's going back a year or two. I think Chris was just graduating college. I think Chris Prillo just graduated college when Pong came out back in the 70s. Sorry, Chris, couldn't help but dig at you there. Chris had a birthday this week, and Chris is 1 year older than I am. So you know, Chris, however old you get, just remember I'm always going to be younger than you. Yeah, I remember playing Pong. So funny piece of trivia: the person or the people that were responsible for making Pong, they actually put it in a bar, and they made it like a 25-cent kind of game, and they got called back by the bar owner like the next day saying like, hey, you need to come in and fix your game. They're like, we just built the thing, like, you know, it's broken already, what the heck? And it wasn't broken, it's just people wanted to play it so much they jammed it so full of quarters it started shorting things out or something on the inside, and it was just overflowing with quarters, and that's when they knew they had a big hit, and so they started kind of mass producing it from there. Saved it on a cassette. My Commodore 64 had a cassette drive back in the day. And I think we had a version of Pong on our Atari because we had the Atari joystick with the wheel on it, which was interesting. So we also had the wheel that we played like Qbert and like games like that. I really want to get that Atari Retro console that's coming out. That'll probably be my next purchase and get my kids playing the old Atari games on the cartridges and stuff like that. So please press play on tape for sure. Yeah. Oh man, some of my favorite memories were loading up games on cassette tapes, like a little Snoopy typing kind of game on the Commodore 64, and learning how to hack your games. You know, you load up those games and you can just type list instead of run, and it'll actually show you all the source code. And then I got out the Commodore 64 book and tried to learn what all that stuff was. So taught myself how to code when I was 8 years old, and been at it ever since. So 1982, it was August 82 that we brought that Commodore 64 home. And so next month is going to be 40 years that I've been writing software in some way, shape, or form. Professionally, 26. But technically, I've been writing code for 40 years, which is mind-boggling to think about. But yeah, good times. Yeah, the paddles. Yeah, good times. Sweet deal. So yeah, so we got a huge lineup on the stream going through the rest of August and into September. So we're almost into August. So we've got Laura on Sunday, and then we're going to have a whole bunch of folks. There are a couple of spots, I think in September, where I'm not going to be streaming, I think on a Thursday night, because I've got some kind of work event in San Francisco. I'll be out of town again. I may try and stream if I can find like a good location. I think it'd be fun to stream remotely. So we'll see. I do have some like portable gear that I can take. I've got like an extra mic and an extra webcam. So we'll see. We'll see how well that'll play out. 10 print high, 20 go to 10. That was fun way back in the day. Commodore 64 Programmer's Guide. It was like everybody that got a Commodore 64 got the little guide on how to write basic code and getting in and like manipulating bits for the actual graphics on things and stuff. Yeah, it was good times. And Byte magazine or Code magazine, where you just have pages and pages and pages, and like you don't turn to the right page, and you know, instead of coding up a game, you're coding up a spreadsheet instead. Yeah, lots of good times. So yeah, so tonight's stream was all about celebrating community. So thank you everybody for being a part of it. Looking forward to the next 1,000. We'll see how quickly we get there. I bet it'll happen before I hit the 2-year mark. But you know, I think we'll do these big giveaways every 1,000 or so. We'll see how that plays out. But appreciate everybody hanging out. Yeah, let's go find someone else to raid. We had a couple of people raid in, so big thanks again to Chris Perillo and Big Jano for the raids in. Appreciate that, and again for all the gifts and the subs and the bits and so on for that hype train when we kicked off the evening. Appreciate all of that. Let's go find a smaller streamer to stream into, and give some support there. Who is online? This guy is a software developer and weightlifter, but nah. We got a Python developer, and we got elite coder. Unless y'all want some music, one of my favorite music streamers is online. Let's see who else is online. Oh, you know what? Building robots. No. Let's see. Just seeing who else is online tonight. That's writing some code. Just having to look through chat. I don't think I missed anybody else. Oh yeah, all the pokes and stuff for the binary stuff. Which music streamer? It's Emmy Law. Emmy Law Music. Really fantastic, kind of folksy country from Nashville, Tennessee. Found her quite by accident, and my youngest kid, who's really into music, like really latched on, like ran to grab his ukulele and was like playing his ukulele along with her while she was playing guitar. But she teaches piano, and she's a pretty good singer. Really enjoy Emmy Law Music. If you're into Emmy Law. Waiting for some ads to finish. That's why I'm trying to find somebody to go raid into, but I don't want to raid into like a bunch of ads if we can help it. Cool. I think we'll raid over to this channel, and they're working on some software to get a job at Google, and so I like to go support other software developers and stuff like that. So we're gonna go raid over to Fomai. They're doing some development over there. Looks like Python. So yeah, we'll go over there and make some noise when we get over there. Appreciate everybody for hanging out. Thanks again. We'll be back on Sunday, so come hang out with us on Sunday, and we'll see everybody then. Have a good night, and stay cool if you're warm, and stay warm if you're cool, and we'll catch you all in the next stream. Cheers.